Okay, some of the streaming has started. It's live video. Give me just a couple of seconds. Update the channel and provide a new stream key. Already did that. Edit it. Delete it. Start the stream again, I guess. Live video. Community conference. Public. Next. Copy. And bring the stream key here. Let's edit it. Update the channel and provide. That doesn't make any sense. I'm not going to worry about it. It's not going to stream to one of the channels. That's okay. I'll worry about it later. Let me get started. I don't think we are streaming to LinkedIn today, or not to LinkedIn, to Instagram. Yeah, we'll see. One more try. Copy. Connect streaming software. Last try. Community conference for public. Next. Copy. Go back to. All right, dude, if you don't work, I'm ditching you. No, not working. Heck with it. We're gonna get started. Let's close this channel. We've got 2 channels going. That's good enough. Okay, so back to our meeting. All right. Oh, wow. We have a lot of people already. Okay, just 1 second. Let me turn my video on. You guys can see me all. Yes, you can. Okay.
Yes.
Paul, thanks for your help. Appreciate it. Okay.
You're welcome.
All right. So we've got a bunch of people already here. Let's get started with people who have their hands raised. First of all, welcome everyone. This is Rajiv S from immigrationdotcom, the law offices of Rajiv S PC. We do these calls every Thursday. And at 12:35. You're supposed to start at 12:30. We might start a little earlier. At 12:35, typically we close the conference because we have enough people whose questions we can answer. Okay. That said, let's start with the questions. Avi, go ahead, please.
Namaste, Rajiv. So, are you still suggesting people who are laid off and close to 60-day mark on H1 to move to B1, B2? Or even though when that particular link is archived from USCIS?
Yeah, we've done so many of them since the archiving of the link. Yeah, that's
And
what we're doing because we don't have too many choices, right? Unless you have an H4 option, an L2 option. Some
right,
of the people are going back to school. So we don't have too many options, and B1, B2 seems to be a reasonable option even now.
got
So
it.
far.
And my follow up question was, in what scenario, let's say I get a job right after a month being on
Mhm.
B1, B2 pending, in what scenario I have to do change of status versus consular processing? Even, I've seen some cases on Reddit and other places where people have gotten consular processing
Mhm.
while changing status. So, what is your take on that?
Okay, so what happens is when the day your H1B is decided, if on that day your B1, B2 is still pending or it is denied, you will have to go outside USA for visa stamping,
Oh, even if it is pending.
even if it is pending. Because while it is pending, you don't have any status. You are in between statuses.
Okay, but the normal processing time for B1, B2 is pretty long, right? So it will be.
No, some people have been getting them within like 90 days. Some it's longer. It's a little difficult to predict. Okay.
Oh, okay. Thank
All
you.
right. So all the best. Uh, Paul, go ahead. I'll let you off the hook.
Okay, yeah, my question is a follow up from last week. So, um, my H1B was approved by my was filed but not approved yet, still pending. But my wife was also filed for H4. She's currently on OPT
Okay.
and doing a volunteer, so she's not being paid. And now that my H1B has like started October 1st, but I still don't have an approval yet though. But can she stop working? My wife, who also filed for H4 but not gotten approval yet.
What was her status before she filed for H4?
She's on F1 OPT first year,
When does that expire?
February next year.
So she is still on F1 OPT. If she has a job or a volunteer activity, she can stop.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Vishwasji, go ahead.
Hello, Rajivji. Thank you. So, Rajivji, I have a question regarding upcoming travel plan.
Mhm.
So, I'm on F1 STEM OPT right now,
Okay.
and my STEM OPT is going to expire next year in the month of May, and my visa is going to expire next year in July. So, with all the recent changes, immigration scrutiny, I'm also going to come back in late January from Abu Dhabi, and I've heard some immigration issues that people have faced in Abu Dhabi immigration. Do you advise me to travel at this moment, or what's your advice?
So the question is about travel, correct? Hold on one
Yes.
second. Let me change my view. Sort gallery by entry time, first to last. Okay. So currently you are on OPT.
Yes, STEM OPT. This is my last year, and it's going to expire next year in May end.
Next year may end. Have you been maintaining status all the way through your OPT, through school, everywhere?
Yes, I had some unemployment days in between, but overall, I've been working for the past 3 years.
Okay. So travel would require you to carry some additional documentation, right? So you want to make sure, and both the question before this about conversion to from B1, B2 to H1B, as well as your question, which is traveling on OPT or STEM OPT, are frequently asked questions, and they involve the same, certain criteria that you need to be aware of. B1, B2 I already covered, B1, B2 to H1B. For any person traveling on OPT, STEM OPT, one of the things you need to worry about, are you too close to the edge? Are you too close to the end? Second thing, you should carry evidence of maintaining status. Even if it's soft copies, your transcripts, your W-2s, and whatever periods are not covered by your W-2s, let's say you were volunteering, you should have letters explaining the volunteer activity from the employer. Then whatever periods are not covered by a W-2, you can also cover them with pay stubs. You should also carry a letter from the current employer explaining what you do for them now and how you would continue doing the same or similar thing when you return. Okay. So if you carry all that and you already have an existing F1 visa, I think you'll be okay.
Okay, I'm pretty much close to the edge, as you said, because I'm returning on Jan end and the STEM OPT is expiring in May. So it's like 3 or 4 months.
I think that's again, this is just a matter of judgment call. I think you're okay with that.
Okay. Yeah.
I would say 1 or
okay.
2 months remaining, that's where I start worrying.
Okay. Okay, Rajiv. That's all. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. New, the one who says he's new.
Thank you.
Go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Rajiv ji, for doing this great service to the community. Really
My
appreciate it.
My pleasure.
And my question for you is probably very simple. I'm trying to apply for my green card currently in India, trying to get it. And to apply for green card, does my father's name have to be same as what is on my father's passport? The reason I'm asking is that my father's passport does not have surname, but my birth certificate has full name, Satyaprakash Sharma, but passport has only Satyaprakash. So does this mismatch anyway impact me?
No, I don't think so. And it doesn't appear to be such a mismatch. Certainly just a missing last name. I think you should be
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, great. And actually, similarly, my mother's name is being used is Rama Sharma, but her passport and every other detail has a previous before marriage name like Rama Taneja. So that will also be okay, I believe.
Yeah, that's fine because that's her maiden name. That's not unexpected.
Great, sir. Thank you very much and really appreciate your advice.
My
Thank
pleasure.
you.
Best of luck.
Thank
Darpanji,
you.
go ahead. Yeah, put your hand down, please. Darpanji, go ahead.
Hi Rajiv ji, can you hear me?
I can.
Thank you for doing this, Rajiv ji.
Of course.
So I'm on an approved H1 right now, and I'll be moving to a new work location outside my current MSA. And I understand that the company will have to file for a certified, like they'll have to get an LCA for that.
No, no,
But
no,
however,
no.
due to
Hold on. If you're moving into an area beyond approximately 50 miles or what is called normal commuting distance, they'll have to file an H1B amendment, not just an LCA.
yes, I mean, the first step would be the LC and then the
Oh, yes.
amendment, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Of
But
course.
with the government shutdown, I anticipate that there probably might be a delay in that. But I just wanted to give some more context that I continue to maintain a permanent residence in my original MSA. And right now I'm paying for my travels to the new location. So my questions are, can I safely rely on the 60-day short-term placement rule? And what are some
No,
of the best practices?
no. That's something to be very careful with because Department of Labor has said that they will not appreciate any abuse of this process. So that's something your lawyers should help you decide whether this will be acceptable to the Department of Labor, the 30-60 day on LCA placement rule. I would not depend on it so easily. Just have the whole situation examined by your lawyer.
Right.
Okay.
So what other best practices should I be following then? I mean,
Now,
apart
just
from
talking to your lawyer is always the best practice because you're not the expert.
got it.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Thank you, Rajiv ji.
if you rely upon the advice of counsel, what happens is this is another frequently asked question or frequently misunderstood aspect. So many companies don't actually go to a lawyer and they kind of make up whatever they think the answer is. And that's never a good idea. And even the bigger companies who have in-house counsel, most of the smart ones actually get advice on tricky issues from outside. Because if they are relying upon advice of counsel, the idea that they willingly or willfully disobeyed the law or broke the law goes away. So, advice of counsel is not a perfect defense, but it is a defense against allegations of willful or fraudulent conduct.
Got it.
So, talk to a
Okay.
lawyer. That would be a
I,
smart. All right.
I will. Thank you, Rajiv ji.
You're welcome. Put your hand down, please. Rasika ji, go ahead. Rasika's iPhone.
Hi, thank you, Rajiv ji. My perm process is currently going on with my employer, and they are currently just finalizing the recruitment part. And I was told that they'll file the perm by October or November. I was just curious how this government shutdown would impact that, if at all. I mean, would it delay the like priority date or acceptance? Because just a little bit of context, my H1 expires in end of next year, and I know that for you to be able to extend your H1, if your perm is still pending at the time of expiry, you need to have filed the perm 1 year prior to your H1 expiry. So just wondering, because the time is a bit like short.
Well, first of all, the longest I remember government being out of business was, I think, 30 some days, 36 days almost. Okay.
Mhm.
So right now where we are, it's not looking good. But as far as the delay is concerned, it depends upon which stage your Department of Labor proceedings are. So right now, you are doing recruitment. What exact stage are you at?
Yeah, I was told that the first part where you do the wage verification or so, that part's done. And then they do the recruitment and post on different channels. And they said that they are finalizing that. That's all the clarity I got from them. And they did say that they're aiming to file it with them by October, November. And I know they posted some like a 30-day job order in
Yeah,
DOL's
yeah. So
website. They did that.
it looks like everything is on track.
Mhm.
And the filing, there is a window for the filing. Typically, government might create some kind of a grace period for cases which could not be filed within time. So I expect this not to be a great deal breaker. It
Mm.
looks like you're doing fine.
Mm.
I would just watch for the government to open. I think they will take care of people in this situation.
Okay. Say for example, like they file by end of this month and the government is still shut down. Does that mean the acceptance that comes from them is delayed, or is it considered like when we file, that's it, that's the date that it's considered?
You file online, so whatever date you file, that is your date.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, understood. All right.
All the
Thank you
best.
so much.
You're welcome. Varsha ji, go ahead, please.
Hi, Rajiv ji. So my end date with the employer is going to be October 8th. And since I'm laid off, I have read a lot of Reddit posts saying that laid off H1B visa employees usually get NTAs, even if they are in the grace period. So I was actually thinking to switch to B1, B2 visa. So I wanted your suggestion if I should do it before
I just,
October 8th or
I just,
after.
I just talked about it. That was the first question I answered today. So the answer is we are still doing them. They seem to be doing okay.
So my question was if I can do it before October 8th, or I mean, I didn't want
Yeah,
to grace period.
my advice, even before the government shutdown was to file early rather than late. There's no point in waiting.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All the best.
Okay.
Cash, go ahead. Cash or Kash?
Hello. Hello.
Cash, Kash hai bhai.
Yeah. So yeah, I wanted to ask.
My question first. Cash hai ki Kash?
Cash.
Okay, so it's like the money thing, not the oh alas, I was like that kind of Kash hi hota.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I wanted to ask. I have my H1B approved.
Mhm.
It got approved like last week, but
Mhm.
I go for marriage before December.
Okay.
Meanwhile, my fiance got her F1 rejected in July, and she wants to. So basically, I was thinking to get her, like she wanted to now come on H4 or try for the new F1 was the first case. And if she tries for H4, can we do a F1 change of status later on?
Yeah.
Uh, So
Yeah.
so and what's like and basically she was a bit scared about what if they reject the H4 again in India. And
H4 rejection is very difficult because the most common ground of H4 rejection is Section 214B, which says, oh, you're going to become a green card applicant or try to stay there in the US. Because that ground does not apply to H4.
Mhm.
Denying an H4 is extremely rare,
and,
unless
and,
there's fraud or
and if
mis.
everything is legit,
Yeah,
no issues.
then I don't think she should tell her not to worry. You can play this part to her and say, because all these recordings are YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel has it. Okay,
Yeah.
so if you just
And just added addendum to that was I like can I also like I don't have my approval letter yet, but can I go out to India and go and come back during December? I have my H1B stamped.
you have you don't have the H1B approval notice.
No, it's on like I have a PDF, but I don't have it with me physically. I don't know whether it comes back on time or not.
So your question is, can I travel outside the US without
Yeah,
the approval notice?
yeah, but I have it on scanned. I have the PDF of it.
Who has the original of it?
I think it's with the lawyer,
Okay,
but
you're not required to carry the original. If you look at the language of the notice itself,
Hmm.
it says so. It says you're supposed to carry a copy of it.
Okay, and I have it stamped. Okay, and any document I can prepare before marriage, which will help me expedite.
That's a discussion with your lawyer. That's a long, long story.
Okay,
So
do you
talk
provide
to your
that
lawyer.
service?
What do you need to bring with you? Talk to them.
Do you provide that service for hiring you in that case?
Why would you want to spend money on me when your lawyers are supposed to do that anyway as a part of their job?
Oh, this is because like why would a lawyer? My job, a lawyer will do that because it's H4 is in India, right? She's applying in India.
You're asking about H1 stamping or H4 stamping?
H1 stamping is done. I'm talking about H4.
The H4 stamping is easy. All you need is a marriage certificate, her birth certificate.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Yeah, there's not much to prepare there. They might ask for your pay stubs, that you are maintaining status, maybe a letter from your employer.
Okay, got it.
It's
Sure.
not overly difficult. I would be happy to take your money, but it'll be a waste of your money.
Okay, thank you.
All the best. Jawad ji, go ahead. Jawad.
Sir,
Can't hear
sir,
you. Yeah.
can you hear me now, sir?
Little better, yeah. Go ahead.
Sir, so my STEM OPT is expiring.
Just 1 second. Guys, I'm gonna have to stop admitting people. We already have about 43 people asking questions, and it's 12:35, so I'm going to stop admitting people. We'll talk next Thursday, folks. Jawaji, go ahead. So you were saying?
Ji, sir. So my STEM OPT, like, it's going to end in 10 months, so I was planning what to do next. With the current changes going on, what would be the best thing? I have one more H1B lottery attempt left. What would you suggest is the best thing to do?
There's not a whole lot. Some people qualify for O1A, they do O1As. Some people go back to school if they want to earn another degree, preferably a higher degree than the one you had before. The one that carries curricular practical training, that's an option. So there's not a whole lot of things you can do. If you were born in a country other than India, you would have more options, maybe even a green card if it's filed early enough.
So, with the current changes, sir, I don't know, like there was rumors going around that you have to go back to India and then file for another uh, visa and start
Yeah,
studying.
but that regulation has not started yet. It's still pending, right?
Okay.
So,
Okay.
all right.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Ji. Devarsh Ji, go ahead. Devarsh Shah.
Hello, Rajiv ji. Thank you for this call.
Sure.
I'm on H1B. I was relieved from my job duties on August 21st, and I was on my payroll until September 2nd. So, does my grace period start from August 22nd or September 3rd?
So that is definitely a question that Trump administration has put into doubt. They have archived the page which said, we will start your 60-day grace period from the date your pay period for which you were fully paid is ending. Okay.
Okay.
Now I'm telling people be conservative and assume that 60 days begins from the day after you stopped working.
Okay.
All right.
And also, I have a job offer right now. It's in the final stages of like signing, and lawyers are saying, I mean, not just lawyers, but the whole onboarding team is saying that I might be able to start only in the end of November. So let's say my grace period ends on September 22nd. If they file before September 22nd, that should be fine. Is it okay if I join, let's say, on November 22nd? What should I do for that
Yeah,
1 month?
absolutely. That's fine. But if it's filed within the 60-day grace period received by the government, you could start working right away. But if they want to delay the onboarding, I don't think that has
Should
any,
I? Sorry,
I don't think that's illegal in any way. Why not?
your voice was cutting.
Yeah, I said if the H1B paperwork is received by the government within the 60-day grace period, you can start working right away. But are you obliged to start working right away? I don't think so. You can wait till the approval.
Got it. But let's say because of this DOL shutdown, if LCA is not done by September 22nd and hence the H1B is not filed before that, in that case, if I decide to go to B2, should I mention in the B2 that I will be looking for the job? Because practically I
That's
might
what
be.
I do. I have never filed a B1, B2 without stating the truth. And the truth is I got laid off unexpectedly. I'm looking for a job.
But practically I might not be looking for the job. I'm just waiting for the LCA.
And whatever the truth is, Shah Saab,
Okay.
if the truth is you're waiting to be onboarded, say so.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
Okay. They can
And
deny the case, but they can't hold me to lies and fraud, right?
what happens if they deny? Does it impact my H1B?
No, you just go outside USA for visa stamp.
Okay. And does I remember in the last call you said your firm is not taking many new cases. You are overloaded.
No, we got things under control. We had a mass resignations from our team, one part of our team, all because of one silly thing. They lied to me. Somebody lied. Their manager lied to me. I didn't like that. The next thing is they were like, without understanding the aspects of what was going on, people started resigning. Some of them came back, but we had already hired 4 or 5 people by that time. So some of them are back. We are back in full action.
Okay.
You can send an email to Anna, ANNA, @immigrationdotcom. She'll tell you exactly where we are. And we do have a lot of work already. But I know that they are, because yesterday I referred somebody to Anna. She said, oh yeah, we can take the case. So I guess they've got everything under control.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right. All the best. Put your hands down. Thank you. Shadow, go ahead, please.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah, 1 second. Guys who are waiting in the waiting room, I can't admit any more people. Sorry, because 12:35 we stop. We have so many people already. I just want to make sure everybody who's here gets covered. Okay. Yeah, Shadow, sorry. Go ahead, please.
No problem, sir. So yeah, sir. So my the context is like I'm on my STEM OPT, and then it's valid till 2027. And I'm working with an employer, and he filed for my H1. This was the first time it got picked in the lottery.
Okay.
But then, yeah. So but recently I've checked that yesterday I think I have like an RFE, like all that on my H1. And I also have like a different offer from another company. And like the plan was to do the transfer, but then because of the RFE, it's gonna get extended, like the timelines would change. So I've decided to sort of go ahead with the other company right now. So in this case, what do you think would the best way to handle this? Should I just
I think it's a very bad idea to change companies. Extremely bad idea. I'll tell you why. Because your current H1B is exempt from the $100,000 smack. Okay. I would wait until that is approved before I do anything else.
Got it. So
Okay.
like even for the transfer, sir, like according to you?
There is no transfer without the H1B approval. It hasn't been approved yet.
No. I'm saying if we were to transfer to the new company after the approval.
Once you transfer, my personal opinion, and American Immigration Lawyers Association yesterday said the same thing. We both have the same reading. I don't think transfer should be subject to 100,000. That's why I want you to get the approval before you transfer.
Okay, sure. I'll try to have that too. But then
No,
just in
because
case, if
RFE, don't get spooked by RFEs. RFEs are a way of life.
okay.
RFE is not an issue.
Yeah. I totally get it, sir. But I'm still curious if I were to still decide to, because if I plan to
Yeah,
leave back to India.
then you would lose your H1B, and the next slab you'll be $100,000 subject.
So yeah, in
So
that case, would we have to submit the withdrawal, or you feel like we could just abandon the case, like not even submit anything?
I don't think that makes a difference. But again, I don't know which way the government is going to interpret this. It is one of the dumbest things I've seen in years, where they're putting the cart before the horse. They put the law into place and nobody knows what the law is. So
So any recommendations, any suggestions? Should I submit the
I already
withdrawal,
gave
or
you my recommendation. Wait until the H1B is approved.
yeah,
Okay.
but if you were to decide to leave, in that case, I would
Sir, I
like.
have to move on. I've given you my recommendation.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, let's not go around in circles. Mukunji, go ahead, please.
Hi, sir. Thank you for the session. So, I was working for a company on STEM OPT, and they filed for H1B in this year's lottery, which got picked, and the change of status date was October 1st, yesterday. But because of the recent layoffs in the company, I got impacted, and my last date was actually 1 week before the change of status date, which is September 22nd.
Okay.
So the company, they have not withdrawn the petition as of now, and they said they'll do it in several weeks after the end date. So
Okay.
I'm assuming that's going to happen sometime in mid-October or November.
Okay.
So as things stands right now, currently my F1 status has ended and I have moved to H1B. But I wanted to understand, like, whenever they submit the withdrawal notification, what's going to happen, like, and
Yeah,
what will be
you will
my
get
grace
your
period?
60-day grace period within which you can transfer. That's the way I read the law. I would say you have a 60-day grace period, and you can transfer to another employer in that time, or try to
Okay.
get E1 B2, which we are getting so far. So, okay.
So, in that case, what will be the start date of my grace period? Will it be September 22nd, because I didn't have a H1
No,
at
no,
that date?
you can't have grace period begin before H1B. So
Okay.
my best, this is a very weird kind of a tertiary kind of a problem.
Hmm.
So my guess would be, and this is of course not cast in stone. I reviewed the law some time back. I reviewed the regulations, and my conclusion was that even if you are not able to join the employer, there's good argument that October 1st you are on H1B and you have the 60-day grace period. Okay.
Okay, so it starts on October 1st, then the grace period, right?
That would be my guess, sir. But if you hear something different, do let me know. Okay.
And like, if suppose I get RFE or something, what should I do in that case? Because I'm no longer
If your H1B
working.
is not approved, you could be in trouble. Well, you are in trouble because you don't have an H1B.
So the status has changed to H1, but like it's not getting counted. Is that
Yeah,
the
I would
way?
estimate this is like I said, it's a very odd situation. It's hard to give somebody proper advice. H1B is not even approved. We could start it from the date, from the H1B approval date, and say we have 60-day grace period now, which is, come to think of it, that seems to be the better way to look at it. Is it pending premium processing or non-premium, right?
No, so I have the petition approved. I have the I-797A form already.
So what
I
is the
got it.
Yeah, so then that's what I understood your situation to be. That's why I said October 1st, you should have 60-day grace period.
Okay, so starting October 1st, and then I can transfer it to B1, B2, or if I find a new employer, I can like transfer without the $100,000 fee, right?
Yes, I think so.
And
Okay.
the last payslip that I received was from
I'm not
September
worried about that.
22nd.
Your situation is not covered by payslips.
Okay, got it. All right, thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome. That's my best estimate of where you are, Mukunji. Okay.
Okay, yeah. All right, thank you, sir.
All the best. Tanmay go ahead. Mukunji, put your hand down, please.
Hello, Rajiv ji.
Mhm.
So my situation is I completed my PhD last year and I was on F1 OPT. I was trying to get a job, but it was taking its own time, so I was doing volunteer work. But now, 2 days back, my F1 OPT has expired and I wasn't able to apply for an OPT extension. because whatever interview rounds I was in the companies with, uh, they were like, the last rounds. But when they came to know that my OPT is expiring, so they stopped the interview process. So I just wanted to know the generic answer, if you can guide me, what options do I have now?
So I was on OPT. OPT has gone expired. I don't have STEM OPT.
No, I wasn't able to apply it because I didn't have a job offer in time.
Oh. So the STEM OPT opportunity is gone, right?
Yes, 2 days back, 30
Yeah.
September.
So options obviously curricular practical training for preferably for a higher degree, or B1 B2. I'm not sure how much of an option that is and where does that get you. Ultimately, we have a little bit more clarity. We might know whether cap exempt H1Bs are also exempt from the $100,000 fine. And if they are, then cap exempt H1B would be an option because you don't have to wait for the lottery. You can just directly go to H1. And the fourth one, of course, is to go back to India.
Okay, but for the earlier options which you mentioned, I would need to land a job, right? Which would be ready to.
Well, you can start, for example, a PhD if you are a master's degree holder.
No, I completed my PhD only last year.
You
That's the
come,
thing.
then there's nothing else I can recommend. So,
So
because
return back.
one of the first questions they're asking these days in interviews is, how long have you been in the US?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that I spent. So I guess So you are saying my only options are to apply in other countries and in India.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
Back to Modi ji. Okay.
Yeah. No, not a bad issue. Just lesser pay. That's all. But it's
All
fine.
the best. All the
Thank
best.
you.
Yeah. Fazal ji, go ahead. Fazal.
Namaste, Rajiv ji.
Namaste.
So asking for my sister, so she got her H1B approval and it was a change of status. So since October 1 was the date for the change of status and the government shut down the same day. So is there impact on it and how it will affect the change of status and is it
Okay, so
advisable
everyone who's here understands something. Anything that is in the hands of USCIS continues without getting disturbed. So
Okay.
if your case is already before USCIS, there's going to be no difference in that.
Okay. And is it advisable to get the H1B stamping by traveling back to home country now, or
No, this is
she
an issue
doesn't plan?
we should discuss with our lawyers. Almost always, I don't see any need to go to, especially for visa stamping. Get it done when you travel, but I don't know what her situation is. Okay.
Mhm. She doesn't plan to travel internationally,
Yeah.
so like
So then she
there's
should be.
no.
Yeah. So do you have any other question? We're gonna have to move around a little bit faster, guys. Any other question?
No,
Okay.
that's it. Thank you.
Yeah, I've got about 40 people in the queue already, so I don't have that much time. NM, go ahead, please. NM. NM. Dhawalji, go ahead, please. Dhawal. Oh, can you guys hear me?
Rajuji, sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
Dhawalji,
here.
1 second. NM, go ahead,
Okay.
please.
Rajuji, I am into. First of all, thank you for doing this service, especially in the capitalist world. uh, Rajuji, my H1B RFE response has been filing, and I think end of this week. And unfortunately, I lost my project. But I'm in the confusion once my H1B RFE approved, and immediately can I apply for B2 or like I'm really into confusion mode. How
There's
to
a
handle?
couple of issues that I'm unable to understand. So your H1B was pending. You got an RFE.
Yeah. So now they are filing response this week.
Okay. Is this your lottery H1B or it was a transfer or something?
It is lottery, Rajuji.
Okay. So are you getting laid off by any chance?
Yeah. My project has ended and they terminate my contract. So now I'm actively looking for another project.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Just answer my questions. I need to focus.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no problem. Just listen to what I'm saying. So, are they going to respond to that RFE or are they dropping it?
They are responding, Rajuji.
Okay, so that is a good thing, right? If the H1B gets approved, then you have a 60-day grace period. Hey guys, mute yourself. Okay, guys, make sure you're muted. Okay, so I would estimate, again, my take on this is that you have a 60-day grace period if the H1B gets approved. If the H1B does not get approved, you have no grace period. You have to leave right away.
Yeah, I have STEM OPT till 2027.
But then you have been converted to H1B. Oh no, but yeah, if you're denied H1B, then there's no conversion. Sorry, I take it back. So if your H1B is denied, you still have OPT.
Yeah.
Okay, but check with your school. Normally what happens is when they apply for an H1B with a change of status requested, the school may suspend your service. Although because of the 1 year cap extension now, their processes might be different. A couple of weeks back, one of the students told me they talked to their DSO and they said they are suspending service where there is a change of status requested. And the service can be reinstated only if you can prove it to the government from official USCIS documentation, either that your H1B has been denied or it has been withdrawn. So that shouldn't be too hard. Okay. So right now, there isn't much to do. Just wait for the H1B.
So if it is get approved and if I don't find any project, can I go with the B2 filing?
Yeah, I would say then you have a 60-day grace period. That is my take on the regulations.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. If it is in pending B2 and if I get project H1B again,
That's a totally different track you're taking now. I'm just going to tell you what to do next. What comes after that, come back another Thursday, talk to me.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Rajuji, for your service.
But now just sit tight, don't do anything. Let's hear on the H1B. You can talk to your DSO. Just say, is my service suspended?
Okay, sure. I will get in touch with them.
Yeah. All the best.
Thanks a lot, Rajuji. Thanks a lot.
You're
Have a
welcome.
great day.
You're welcome. You too. Dhawalji, go ahead, please.
Hello, good afternoon, Rajuji.
Good afternoon, ji.
So my change of status H1 activated yesterday, and I haven't done stamping yet. And in case of layoff, can I change my status to F2?
Yeah.
Is it better than B2 or?
Yes.
And
so I think it's better than B2.
And can I do premium on the change of status to F2?
Don't remember. I don't think you can. Double check. I could be wrong. You can do F1 premium, but I don't think you can do F2 premium.
Okay. I see. And what could be the reason when I apply for F2? What should I say?
They don't ask for a reason.
Oh, for B2 they ask, but
but F2 you have to apply with the I-20 and all. That is the supporting documentation. And again, I don't know what to tell you. The reason is the truth, whatever the truth was. I was on H1B.
Applying.
Yeah, I was on H1B. I got laid off and I'm converting to F2.
And after I get another job, is it okay to switch back to H1?
Sure.
Without stamping? Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much.
All the best. Oh, thank you. Ravi says F2 premium processing is available. Thank you, Ravi. Somebody can double check it. Just Google USCIS premium processing. That page lists all the forms that you can premium process. Ravi, can you double check that? That's good to know. Jaiminji, go ahead, please.
Hi, Rajiv. So my current status is STEM OPT, and the thing is like it should be still valid until early 2027. Now the situation is like my other employer. So I'm currently working in one of the employers, and like the other employer wants me to join their company. So they have also filed my H1, although not approved, but it's still like they have filed the petition and everything. And now, since it's already October 2nd, so I already talked with them, when should I join the company? And they were like, you should wait until your H1B is approved. But I'm not sure because technically by October
Okay.
1st.
Yeah, I mean, hold on. I think I'm not sure what's going on.
Yeah, sure.
Somebody is saying that their service shows it's active. NM, just make sure that your H1B was filed with a change of status request. If it is filed with a consular processing request, it will show as active. When you file it as change of status, they used to deactivate, but now because of the 1 year extension of the gap, they may not be doing it. I just want you to double check. Jamin, you
Yes.
are currently on STEM OPT, right?
Yes, I'm on STEM OPT.
When does that expire?
Early 2027, like February of 27.
27. Okay.
Yes.
2027. Okay. And your H1B is pending right now.
Yes, it is pending. I just checked like a couple of hours ago before our meeting starts, and it still shows that it's under process.
Under process. Okay. So now ask me your question because I wasn't quite clear what we were talking about.
No, yeah, sure. So the company that I was supposed to join, now they're like, you should wait until you can, join this company because we want to make sure that your H1B is approved first.
Okay.
And
So
I'm
the
not.
answer is, so until that H1B is approved, you're still on STEM OPT.
Yes.
So you could always transfer to another employer. I don't think that's a problem. You just have to do the formalities, the 983, etc., and update your deal. So you can always do
that. But so that different employer is also like a place where like it's project based. And currently I'm working with a different employer, which is a university basically. So like and the whole reason I asked the different employer to file my H1B was so that I can get a lottery based H1B or profit based H1B.
Okay,
and it was
hang on.
Yes.
The story doesn't have to be this long.
Okay.
If we come back and talk about what should you do next, that is really the question.
Yes.
Okay. And the answer is find another employer and transfer your 983. Get them to file the 983. If the H1B gets approved, you can come back and join this employer. Or if that is not an option, then you try to find a transfer within the 60-day grace period, which I think you will have from the date of the approval of the H1B. So next step is important.
So I'm sorry, your voice was cracking up, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, so no, the same thing, which is, can you hear me better now?
Yeah, I can hear you better. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, I was too far from the microphone. Okay, so what I was saying was, right now you're a STEM OPT, there's no question about that. So you should be able to transfer your STEM OPT to somebody else.
Yes.
And if the H1B is approved and you don't have a job, you can try to transfer that H1B. You won't have STEM OPT any longer, but I do believe that you'll get a 60-day grace period. That was my reading of the regulations. And
I see.
Within that 60-day grace period, you could go ahead. So, hey guys, please stop complaining. I'm doing the best I can. Somebody's saying I'm waiting since 12:20. I can't help it if you can't raise your hand. So hopefully I'll be able to get to everybody else. So please stop that chatter, okay? Just we'll do the best we can with the tools that we have. So that's the way to go, Jaiminji.
Okay. No, that really makes sense. Thank you so much, Rajivji.
I'm just looking at the next what happens next, because getting H1B approved is a great advantage.
Yes, especially under this situation. But it's just like this company that has filed my H1B, they're saying you should still work at your current company and not join before your H1B is approved, which really spooked me off because currently I'm still working in that previous company.
Because if the H1B is approved, I think there is very good argument that I'm not subject to the cap anymore. But I'm ready to join. They don't have a job for me. What can I do?
Yeah.
Okay.
So is it still fine, right? I'm still working in this company or my previous company right now.
I think that's okay. Why not?
All right. That really answers my question. Thank you so much, Rajivji.
All the best. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Guys, we have a lot of people, so we need to kind of be more concise and quick. I would appreciate that because some people have not been able to raise their hands. I would like to get to them as well if possible. Mithuji, go ahead.
Hello, Rajiv ji. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yes, Ji. So I was laid off in April 2024 on H1B. After that, I applied for change of status to B2, which was approved. And then I applied for B2 extension, and that was also approved with an I-94 valid until May 22, 2025. Before that expired, I applied for a second B2 extension because I had a car accident. I
Ouch.
got an RFE. I submitted the documents. Unfortunately, it was denied this last Thursday, September 25, 2025. So I just want to confirm like when the unlawful presence starts. Like, does it begin from the denial date, September
No,
25?
no, they
Or
didn't revoke your given permission. You're good till May, right?
yes, I had my previous I-94 date until May 22, 2025.
So they didn't revoke your current B2. They just said we're not going to give you any more. Therefore, you are good till May, right?
It's already past May, sir. So I was
Oh,
planning
you
to
are good
leave.
till May. Sorry, I take it back. I'm kind of lost here. So if it expired in May, during the time the B2 was pending, you did not have unlawful presence. Unlawful presence began the day after or the day your B2 was denied. I would say the day after.
Okay, sir. So I'm planning to leave US on October 8th, which
So
is
hold
like
on.
next week.
May, June, July, August, September, October. So within 180 days, you must leave. Now, because you have unlawful presence, every time you file DS 160, you're going to have to say yes. And then explain that you had a validly pending I-539 that was denied, and you left within X number of days of that. You should be okay.
Sure, sir. Actually, I was considering to appeal the case, but I'm not sure if
There are no
so.
appeals to 539 denials. And if you take that chance of filing a motion to reopen, you could end up getting a 3-year or a 10-year bar.
Oh, okay.
Don't even
So I'm
think about
just wondering, will this affect my ability to return back in future from
Yes,
India? Like,
it could. It could give you a problem in B1, B2s, and F1s in the future. But at the same time, if you stay, you don't have a choice. If you stay and try to fight it out and it gets denied, you'll end up getting a 3-year or a 10-year bar.
Got it, sir. Actually, I'm in the process of getting a job offer. So while I'm back
Can't
in
be helped.
India,
Can't be helped. Cannot take a chance with something like this. Leave. Are you already H1? You were H1B approved, right?
I was having an H1B approved,
Yeah. So you
and then I
go
got laid off.
outside, get an H1B visa stamp. If you already have a stamp, get a new approval and come back on the old stamp. Don't stay here. Bad
Sure,
idea.
sir. Okay. I'm
Uh,
leaving this next week, October 8th. I hope that doesn't create much of an issue.
As long as it is within 180 days of denial, you should be okay.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. All the best. Ashmit ji, go ahead. Ashmit Bhardwaj.
Hello, so I'm asking on behalf of my friend Ashmit. I got his H1B approved this year. Trying to switch employers. Will the government shutdown, first of all, impact the transfer?
Well, 1 second. So for everybody who's here, because any transfer, amendment, extension requires an LCA, you can't get an LCA while the government is closed because Department of Labor is impacted. If you can't get an LCA, you can't file an H1B. That's one thing.
Uh, so if the H1B is approved already and just
Let me
the
finish.
filing is also not done, or just the processing is?
Let me finish. I was just going to get to that. If the LCA is already approved, you can file an H1B, no problem, because USCIS is working fine. So all your petitions that are with USCIS or going to USCIS, they should have no impact. USCIS works based upon the fees they collect from us. They don't get appropriations from the government for most things. Okay, go ahead, ma'am.
I see. And just to follow up, what's a safe bet time frame to switch employers? If the activation is 1st October, I understand it takes 2 to 3 paychecks to,
I would, yeah.
So
Yeah,
would
I think it's rock solid if you have worked for that employer a couple of paychecks after your H1B was approved.
So a couple would 2 and 3 would work?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. And
There's no magic number I can give you.
I see. And can you start as soon as you file for the transfer, or should I wait for the approval?
You can start as soon as you get a receipt of the transfer.
I see. Okay. And one last question. Is the current employer notified if the H1B transfer approval is filed by a new employer?
No.
I see. All right. Thank you.
All the best. Anchal ji, go ahead. Anchal Gosain. Gosain? Gosain.
Gosain,
Gosain.
sir.
Yes. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, sir. So, sir, a similar question has been asked earlier, but my case might be slightly different. So, my STEM extension OPT ends in January 26. And I've started applying for higher studies and like planning to go back to school. And I've received admits from couple of universities, but I've not initiated any I-20 process or anything. So I had to travel to India in mid-October and planning to return like around first or second week of November. Would that be a good idea?
Okay. So you are on OPT, not STEM OPT.
STEM OPT, yeah.
Okay. When does your STEM OPT expire?
January end 2026.
And you are traveling in November.
October end, yeah, and would be returning by November.
I think you're cutting it close. I don't know if CBP is going to create a problem for you. Legally, you're entitled to come back if you have maintained your status all the way through, and you have a letter from the employer that confirms your employment when you come back. But I don't know what's going to happen with CBP. So if you travel with some risk.
Okay. And since I've already received admits, but I have not initiated any I-20 process, would those admits reflect in my records anywhere?
I don't think so. I don't know of any process that reflects admits, but you can be asked those questions. Why are you coming back with just 2 months left on your STEM OPT?
So
And if you
there's
are
some
asked,
risk.
you have to be truthful. You can't conceal the fact that you're looking for another degree.
And then there's some risk involved there. They might deny entry. If I say that, I'll be doing this.
If you misstate a fact or if you lie, you can be barred forever. You can never come back. Never to the United States. And if you tell the truth, you can be turned down because it looks like you're just extending your stay in the United States.
Got it. So it comes with a lot of risk, I believe.
There's risk here. I would be careful with that. All right.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Krishna ji, go ahead. Put your hand down, Anchal. Krishna ji, go ahead. Krishna.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Rajiv Sarji. Sorry, it took me a while. I have two questions. One is there any clarity on the H1B folks? Like I had H1B before, but then laid off and currently in Canada. So
Okay, stop. So the question, again, this is a frequently asked question. The question is, do we know if my H1B was approved before September 21st, 2025, the 100,000 deadline date, and then there's a gap, am I exempted from that proclamation? If you just look at the language of the proclamation, yes, you are exempted. What if I haven't had an H1B for 6 years, 7 years? I would say because your petition was approved, that's what the Trump proclamation says. But what is happening is they've given us a language that is quite wide open, and then they are trying to reinterpret it through frequently asked questions or through explanations. So I don't know what's going to happen. You ask me, I think you should be exempted. All right.
Okay, so under that new application, this should be exempted. Time will tell.
I hope so.
Okay, so if someone offers me a job, then maybe the best thing is to try and then see how the USCIS respond.
That's one way to do it, but I think over the next few days or weeks, it should become clearer.
Okay. Another is, I think as a follow-up to the last week, you suggested that with approved I-140, TN is not a likable approach by this government.
It's not impossible because there are rulings that say just because somebody has an I-140 approved, don't deny their TN, but it's unlikely, especially with the current administration.
Right. So for TN, if they do inside US through USCIS versus me doing through CBP.
I think it's the same thing.
Oh, same response. Okay.
Yeah, a little bit more difficult at the border, but even USCIS might apply the same criteria.
Got it. Okay. So if in case H1 doesn't work, then O1 could be a fallback option?
If you have the qualifications, sure.
Okay.
Or if you want to invest $150,000, you could do an E2. You are a Canadian citizen, right? So that's why you're thinking too.
Right, I'm a Canadian citizen. I have PhD in chemistry, so I got EB1B approved. So
Yeah, so
maybe
you might even qualify for an O1A, Krishnaji. You can look into that.
okay, sir. Yeah. Thank you, Rajiv ji. Have a great day.
All the best. Let's talk to Roshni's iPad. Roshni ji, how's your iPad doing?
Hi Rajiv ji, how are you?
Good.
So actually we spoke last week and I just have a follow-up question for it, but the guy before me who was speaking to you kind of like addressed my question. So just to follow up on my last week question, I have 4 years of H1B left and I'm in the discussion with my previous employer for a potential job opportunity to recapture my remaining years. But the company's attorney is saying that my application, my petition will subject to be 100,000 because it will be a new petition since I'm out of the country. And so
nobody knows these answers. People are just making things up. We don't really know the answers. If you wanted to test it, it will cost a few $1,000s, but your employer can try. If the government says you have to give us 100,000, which I don't think they will, the employer can say, no, I don't want to get the petition approved. Withdraw the petition at that time.
okay, so it's just like you are taking the risk. We just
take a
don't
risk
know
of a few
okay.
$1,000s. What the heck? If you want somebody badly.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye. Yeah, thank you.
G Patel ji.
Hello, sir. Sir, so I'm currently in India and my organization had filed for H1B transfer, which got approved on September 8, 2025.
Good.
So I have my upcoming visa interview. So is that an issue? Like if it's already approved?
No issue at all. Didn't you see my posting? So many people have gone to get visa stamping on September 26th. There were at least 2 or 3 people who got their visa.
I did saw that, but I never saw someone with H1B transfer. Like they are asking questions like, is it H1B or renewal?
Yeah, I personally think all of this happened way before September 21st. I don't think there should even be a doubt.
Okay. And so the reason my company filed it as a consular processing was because I had a pending B2 status, which got approved even after the withdrawal request. So I did receive the approval notice of B2, and after a few days,
I don't need all these details. Bottom line is you are going for a visa stamping. You're outside USA, right?
Correct. No, so my question related to that is like, I'm not considered as an unlawful, right? Even if like USCIS acknowledges my withdrawal request, but doesn't take any action on that, and they have provided me approval.
I think you should go over with your lawyer your trajectory of when you left, etc., etc. It doesn't look like a big deal. Okay.
Awesome. And just last question. I apologize for that. So on my organization has been acquired by a different organization. So my LCA has the employer information.
Okay, stop. Google H1B successor in interest.
Sorry, successor?
Successor in interest.
Okay.
So technically, if a company gets acquired, it's quite simple. The new company can pretty much take over from where the old company left off, depending upon what they want to do. So your lawyers can answer that question.
Awesome. So if the work
LCA has somebody else's name, approval has somebody else's name, doesn't matter.
Okay, so if they ask for the company headquarter address, if I have two, then
wait. Your lawyer should give you a detailed letter how they are a successor in interest, the new company, that you should carry with you for the visa stamping.
Okay, then that makes sense. Okay, perfect.
That's what we do. We just had a couple of companies acquired, and our clients acquired companies. So we were able to give letters explaining what the process was, and no problem at all getting there. This is a well-known process, not a big deal.
Okay. And can you repeat it like successors? I'm just
H1B successor, SUCCESSOR, successor. H1B successor in interest, as in I'm interested in you.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Best of luck.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Sai, go ahead, please. Sai. Saiji.
Hello, Rajivji. So I'm on my F1 STEM OPT, and my H1B got picked this year, and I got my I-797 approval notice. But unfortunately, I got laid off, and my last date was August 31st. So also,
Hold on. This was a lottery case, right?
yeah, this was a lottery case, yeah.
And so it was going to be activated on October 1st, right?
Yeah. Also, my employer filed the withdrawal petition on 24th, and it reached the USCIS on 26th. But
26th of September.
Yeah, September 24th.
So it looks like you might be out of luck and you may not be free from the lottery issue. Okay. So keep going.
Yeah, so my service got terminated yesterday, and I got moved to H1B. So what is the action that I should take now?
Yeah, so service did get terminated. See, that's what I've been suspecting. Some people are saying that service are still active. So I don't know how that is working. I haven't seen the standard operating procedures from the schools on that. Bottom line is, you still have time left on your STEM OPT?
Yeah, I have till June 2026.
Okay, so you can connect with your school. The problem is they will not reinstate your service until they get
The
something.
USCIS approval notice. That's what my DSO is asking. But given the situation, it is taking so much time to get that receipt notice.
Right,
Is what I heard,
right,
yeah.
right. So while that is not being done, the question is, are you accruing unlawful presence? My answer to that would be, how am I accruing unlawful presence? I'm not even in OPT. So, but let's assume the worst, and let's say that you are accruing unemployment. If you have enough time left on your 150 days of the combined OPT, STEM OPT unemployment, you should be okay, right?
Yeah, I have around 60 days of unemployment days combined.
60 days may not be enough, why? May not be enough, but
so what is the action that I should take now? Like,
I don't have a good answer for you because this is not a good situation to be in, simply because the government is taking so long to revoke these cases. If they don't revoke the H1B, you can't get back onto OPT. And if they take too long, your 60 days of unemployment are gone. Now you're out of status anyway. So can you
so
go back?
am I not on H1B status by any chance? Because it got active, it got kicked in.
Because they are filed for a revocation before October 1st, now.
Okay.
So that is the problem.
If I find an employer, can someone try to attempt this H1 transfer during this?
I wouldn't. I think it's a waste of money. But again, if the employer says, I don't care, it's my money, you spend it anyway, I'll give it a shot. It's not unethical or illegal. I just think it's, for me to tell an employer it's a great chance of success would be untrue, probably. Okay.
So anything after, like, to extend this, like, can I move to F2 or B1, B2?
Well, you can do anything from outside the US, but within the US may be very difficult.
Now it is very difficult to do it within the US. Okay.
I think so. Okay.
Thank you.
Rushabh says, I have a similar situation. Let me see. Let's connect if you don't mind. Sai, Rushabh is saying, read the chat. I hope people are reading the chat also.
Yeah, I would like to connect with her.
Yeah, just connect with him.
Thank you.
Sri Ramji, go ahead.
Hi, Rajivji. Namaste.
1 second. Hey, guys who are waiting in the waiting room. We cannot admit any more people. Sorry, guys. Next Thursday, just come a little early, okay? Yes, Sri Ramji, go ahead.
Hi, Rajivji. So I had two questions. First one is transfer of H1B from outside India. So it's already addressed earlier by other participants. So I moved to India in August this year because I got a good opportunity here and right now in India. So my first question is about the transfer. Since it is already addressed, I have the second question. That is I dropped the EAD for my wife in November of last year, and still it is in progress. So it is 300 days, like it is showing 300 days and it is still pending. So what will happen to that EAD now? Because my H1B by my earlier employer is not revoked yet. What will happen to that?
I kind of felt left out. Okay, I have no idea what you just asked me. Because one way you're talking about H4 EAD pending for 300 days, then all of a sudden we switch to H1B.
Yes, my H4 EAD is pending from 300 days, and I moved to India.
Okay.
And so I'm on H1B. My spouse is having H4, and has EAD is pending for 300 days.
Hold on. You said my H4 EAD has been pending 300 days.
No, not my H4 EAD. My spouse H4 EAD.
Okay. So you said my in the sense of my wife and I have the same. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So your wife's H4 EAD has been pending, but you are in India. So what does that EAD actually mean? Because you're not even in the US.
Yes. I understand, but I don't know where the EAD will go, and will it be approved or not?
No,
And
I don't really care. Even if it is approved, it has very doubtful validity. The reason is, in order for the EAD to be valid, the H4 must be maintaining status. In order for the H4 to be, in order for the
the thing
H4
is
to,
like
let me finish.
my current employer.
Shiramji,
Yeah.
let me finish. Okay. So in order for the EAD to be valid, the H4 status must be valid. In order for the H4 status to be valid, the H1 status must be valid. If you have moved out of the country, there is no H1, there is no H4.
And the first question is like the other question is like my current employer, that is a pharmaceutical company, it wants to file a transfer a H1B. So that's the reason, if I come back to US, will there be a chance of using that H4 EAD again?
I don't think so. I could be wrong, but I don't think so.
Okay, got it.
All the best, Ji. Put your hand down, please. Yeah, put your hand up.
Thank you.
Pranav Ji, go ahead. Pranav.
Hello, Rajiv Ji. Thanks for this opportunity. I'm asking this question for my brother. He graduated in June 2025, about 4 months ago. He applied for his OPT, and now he's been working in Singapore for a month, and his EAD got approved yesterday. So I'm just wondering if there are options, like if he can volunteer remotely, being in Singapore, to keep his OPT status valid, or also concurrently working in Singapore.
So during COVID, they allowed remote work outside the US. Do they still allow it? There's a lot of conflict of opinion. What I would recommend is have him talk to his DSO. I don't think it is possible, but that's just my opinion. Because for some reason, ICE never made it clear whether you can actually do remote work from outside USA under OPT or STEM OPT. Within USA, you can, but can you do it outside USA? During COVID times, you could, but I don't think you can anymore. That would be my guess.
Okay. Just a quick follow-up. So let's say if he's getting a job within a 60 days unemployment period, will he be able to enter the US back?
So this is a very weird situation, okay? What USCIS said was, and this is actually in their frequently asked questions, they said, if you travel outside during the 60-day grace period, your grace period is gone. There's no grace period, okay? So that means in his situation also, because he's already outside USA, there is no grace period, in my opinion. But they said, if you're outside USA and then you got notified that you've been fired or your job has been terminated, if you can come back to the US, you have grace period. Whatever the hell does that mean? So, and actually that happened to many people. They were able to come back. CBP didn't question them. They came back and they used their 60-day grace period. So in your brother's case, I don't think he has it. Okay?
Yeah, I got it. Thanks,
All the
Rajiv.
best. You're welcome. Aisha ji? Aisha?
Yeah, hi Rajiv ji. Thank you. Hope you're doing well.
Very well, thank
So
you.
my question is related to my husband. So my husband is currently on STEM OPT and it's valid until 2027 July. He's working as an operations manager and for an e-verified employer in Texas. So my question is, his employer is ready to file for his perm process, and so we still have to. Hello.
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
Yeah, we still have to opportunities left for H1B, but as you know, the recent H1B proclamations are like very uncertain. So in this process, I, as a spouse, I am also on STEM OPT. I'm on my separate STEM OPT, okay? But I am a Saudi born, but I'm an Indian citizen, but born in Saudi Arabia. So this perm process, can we use cross chargeability?
Chargeability? Yes, we can.
And will this help him to get, I mean, help us both in getting the, okay, so the perm process will be EB2 or EB3 in this case?
That your lawyers can tell you. I can't
Oh,
tell you.
okay, perfect. Yeah. So so the employer doesn't have any lawyer, so he told us to find any lawyer and
Hey, okay.
yes.
Okay, all right. Yeah, because this is not something anybody who's not practicing law should even think about doing themselves. Yeah,
Ye-
get yourselves a lawyer and let the lawyers help you with the decisions
Yeah,
as
so
well.
recently I spoke to 2 or 3 online consultation lawyers, but they're not every one of them are familiar with the cross chargeability thing.
Okay, so don't talk to anybody with less than 10 years experience.
Yes, so like even we are new to this process, so for me it was really uncertain. So
Okay, so in our office,
Mhm.
unless you have been with us at least 10 years, I don't even think lawyers should be talking to clients.
Yeah,
Nobody should be giving legal. It's a very complex area of law.
yes,
So what I want you to do is get yourself a lawyer that your employer is comfortable with because they'll be paying for a large part of it.
yes,
And let them do all the consultation as well as guidance. But you should definitely start a green card. Either one of you would be helpful to the other. So because
yes, because his employer is ready to sponsor, because I don't have any employer ready to, even though I have a country which is other than India. But in this case, so do you think we should start the perm process as soon as possible? Don't wait for the another 2 opportunities for H1B as it.
absolutely, that's a no-brainer.
Okay.
That's so easy to answer.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you. That was my question. Yeah, thank you.
All the best, Aisha ji.
Thank you. Thank you, Sajid.
Bye. SD, as in hello, SD.
Hello,
Sorry.
yeah, Rajiv ji.
Hello,
Sandeep
sir.
here. First of all, thank you for doing this. It's really helpful for all our communities.
I'm trying.
Yeah. So my question is, currently I am on H1B with the validity of August 2026, and currently I am laid off. Okay, still I have time for my grace period as they are paying me, and my payoff this grace period will start from the November. But if I'm not finding the job, so can I do my F1 Day 1 CPT masters and then transfer to F1, find my job, continue with F1 Day 1 CPT, and then when the new employer is ready to file my GC process, then I can again check, come back to transfer back to H1B.
Yes, you can.
Okay, and then okay, so then I can find the new job on F1 Day 1 CPT based on that I-29.
Hold on. You cannot start CPT without a job, right?
Yes, correct.
So yeah, keep that in mind.
Okay. So that means I can currently my layoff is, I mean, the grace period is not started. So I can join my master's on H1 part-time and then transfer to F1 D1 CPT.
You can even join H1 full time. There is no law that says you can't. I don't remember
Okay.
anything that says I can't. If I'm working
Mhm.
full time, I can also go to school full time. That's my understanding.
Okay. And the second question is, my validity is till August 2026, so I have around 11 months remaining.
Mm.
So then if it is not, I mean to say, I can continue job on F1 Day 1 CPT later on if my 6 years is expired.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, and then whatever that form filed by the employer, if it is clear and I-140 approved, then again I can come back to
Yeah.
my H1B.
H1B, yeah.
Yeah, even it is 6 year completed.
Yeah. That's the whole point. Either your perm was pending 1 year or has been filed a year ago, or your I-140 is approved. Whichever comes first, you can use that.
Okay. So then I can again come back to my H1.
Yes, you can.
Okay. So I think that is it is advisable that at least I can start my MBA on H1B part-time or full-time. And if
Yeah,
that is not work out, then I can switch over to F1 Day 1 CPT.
I think so. Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you,
All
Rajiv.
the best, ji. Deepika ji, go ahead. SD, put your hand down, please. Deepika ji, go ahead.
Hello. Yeah, am I audible?
You
I'm
are, but you are
asking
not
this for-
Deepika. I'm 100% sure.
Yeah. It's my wife, and it's her login, so I cannot edit the name. Sorry. So this is related to her only H4. So we've been in the US for some time. We went to India and came back. So our visa expiry was 15th May 2025.
What kind of visa, sir?
I'm on H1, and the question is all related to the H4. So we filed me for H4, my wife and son, on 9th of May. Unfortunately, because of somewhere signature mistake, it got rejected. And we filed back the H4 and we got the receipt. That receipt is 7th
One
June.
second. One second. When you filed the H4 the second time, was she out of status or was she still in H4 status?
So that time I think it was out of status because
Okay,
15.
now this is a very dangerous situation because from the day her I-94 expires, she's running unlawful presence.
Correct. Okay.
Okay. And if for some reason the H4 is denied, which it might be because she was out of status when you filed it, now you have unlawful presence for the entire time the H4 was pending. And now all of a sudden you are under 3-year or 10-year bar.
Okay. So is it like when I spoke to some people, they said like before 180 days, it is better that they can move to India, and once my H1 gets approved, they can stamp and come back. So
Yeah, they should not be here because 180 days is the poison. So
Okay.
they need to get out of here. Okay.
Before 180 days, right?
Before 180 days from the date their I-94 expired. Make it
Correct.
170
That is from
just in case.
15th
Make,
May. Correct.
make
Correct.
it 170 days just in case you miscalculated the dates.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
You're
Yeah.
welcome. Put your hand down, Deepika's husband.
Thank you.
Priyansh ji, how is the drug delivery going on?
Going well. Thank you so much. I'm here on the. I have questions on behalf of my brother.
Ji.
So he has H1B stamped last year, 2024, valid till 2027, and it's about the same employer that he's working currently. So he's currently working as a controls engineer in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. He has an offer from the state of New Jersey, the same employer, but the position changes to automation engineer.
Okay.
Now, the lawyers of his company have some doubts with this 100K going on.
I don't think
doesn't apply, right? Okay. Yeah.
This is what I think. First of all, there are two issues. One, I'm going to a different job. So what? Two, I'm doing an H1B transfer. I think that should be exempted. So how do we test this? We test this by filing it.
Okay. So would this be an H1B transfer, or it would be like filing an amendment because it's the same employer, just different position, and
Amendment.
Amendment will be the. And then with the shutdown going on, can they still file the amendment?
Not without an LCA. So
Yeah, okay.
sometimes an employer may have an LCA for that location. You can actually use LCAs if they are still alive.
Okay. And one last question, like he has travel plans. So while just in case the shutdown is over and they file the LCA, while he's traveling, is it fine to travel while the amendment is in process, or?
Discuss it with your brother's lawyers, but yeah.
It'll be
You
fine.
can
Okay.
travel during transfers as long as you have a valid visa for when you return, and as long as you still have a job when you return.
Yeah, he has his leaves approved and all the paychecks running around.
Although, what if you didn't have a job? Could you still return? I don't know. I would have to think about that. But certainly, if you have a job and you have a visa, you should be fine.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds good. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All the best. Put your hand down, please. Sumit ji, go ahead. Sumit?
Yeah. Hi, Rajiv ji. How are you?
Can you hear me okay, or am I still cutting off? Can you hear me okay? Sumit?
So Rajivji, my question is today, and my max date. No, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, awesome, awesome. All right. So I'm on H1B right now, Rajivji, and as of yesterday, I just got laid off, and my max date of H1B is 2028 August. So before laying off, they were about to file my perm, PWD and everything were done. So my question is, will the perm be continued if I join the same company? And sorry, go ahead.
Yes. Yes. The answer is if the company so wishes, yes.
Okay, so we can continue the process where it left
It's
off.
a little bit of a complicated legal issue. I won't
Okay.
have time to cover it, but I gave you the bottom line.
Right.
Lawyers, discuss it with your lawyers that I actually left the company and came back. I personally think it can be done, but it has to be with full understanding of what is involved. It's not illegal. It just
Okay.
requires an explanation. If you have a permanent job, why did you let him go?
Right.
And do you really have a permanent job? Because even if there's a 1 day gap, is it really a permanent job? So there are some rulings that talk about it in detail. I just have too many people waiting.
Yeah,
I won't be able to get
I
to
just
it.
have one quick question, Rajivji.
One
So,
second, Sumiji.
yeah,
Explore it with your lawyers.
sure.
It is doable, but it has to be done with the eyes open. You can't just say, oh yeah, I'm going to do it.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Just one quick question, Rajivji. So, since my max date is 2028, so do I have enough time to file for another I-140 with another company if I get a job tomorrow?
28 now, we are in 25.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have enough time.
Okay, awesome.
Because
All right.
if you think about prevailing wage time, about 7 months, maybe it's a
Right.
little bit less now. So 7 months, that means once you file it, you need about a year. So 1 year, 7 months, or 1 year, 8, 9 months is a good time, or it is a doable time.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Rajivji. Thank you so much. Bye.
All the best, Ji. Put your hand down, Sumitji. Dhananjay, go ahead, Ji. Dhananjay. Mr. Pawar.
Hello. Hello,
Ji.
Rajiv. Namaste.
Go ahead.
Thank you. So currently I'm on OPT. I recently graduated. So my question was, currently
Dhananjay
my
ji,
employer
you
resides.
broke up. You broke up. Get closer to the microphone. I have the same.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So currently my employer is a city municipal government, and I'm unsure whether it falls into the non-profit, just like NGO and all stuff. So I'm unsure about that. They said that they'll sponsor me after the December of second
Oh,
after
1
my
second.
completion.
Dhananjay ji, 1 second.
Yep.
Your comment about whether they are non-profit, etc. You are already on H1B, aren't you?
No, I'm on OPT.
OPT. So your question is, am I cap exempt? That's the question.
Yes, exactly.
So for cap exemption, typically for government units, we ask for government research organization. Now, we have seen cases where, and we've done cases where, let's say the town, this is interesting. What the town did was they were collaborating with the university on certain matters. So we were able to qualify the town as a non-profit affiliated with a institution of higher learning. So just think about that also. There might be some affiliations that you don't know. By itself, the government might not be able to file for you as a cap exempt, but because of their affiliations with certain related entities, they might be able to.
Okay, so it's a city of Philadelphia. So I don't know whether if you have.
Yeah, I'm vaguely remembering a case we just did about a month, 2 months ago, where we filed an H1B extension based upon their affiliation with the university, where the university was sending students with them for internship, etc. And they were doing something with the university also. So yeah, that needs to be double checked. Talk with the Philly, whoever is representing Philly. They should be able to tell you.
And I just have another question for my partner actually. She's also on OPT currently, and she works in the University of Alabama at Birmingham in a cancer hospital.
Okay,
So
your sound is fuzzy, so I cannot very clearly understand. I understand that somebody you're talking about works for the University of Alabama.
yeah, and she is currently as a resource assistant over there. So I just wanted to know whether that employer as well comes under the cap
Yeah,
exemption.
100%. Institution of
Okay.
higher learning, no question about it.
Okay. So, looking at the current situation, if possibly, like they sponsor me an F1B, and
Hey, hold on. We don't know about the 100,000 thing, okay?
okay,
Because there is no word from the Trump administration whether now cap exempt is also 100,000 exempt.
so is it like we both are in the under the umbrella of uncertainty, like that?
Yeah, both of you are uncertain, no question about it. Only
Okay. So what
people,
what can be the another suggestion you would give for both of us, or
nothing
should we
else,
just wait and watch?
nothing else. I mean, if the employer is willing to take a risk, of course, over the next few weeks, things will become a lot clearer. Already, some of our lawyer colleagues are reporting that they are getting approvals, but there is a lot of guessing. Is it because they haven't implemented the process yet? Or is it because a cap exempt are exempt from 100,000 also? We don't know. So over the next
Okay.
few weeks, we should know better. Okay.
Okay, and just last question. Sorry
Make it last. Yeah,
for
please.
yeah. It's
Go ahead.
just yeah. So if I'm getting an H1B and I want to get like registered marriage here in Pennsylvania, so can I register the marriage over here and eventually get her a H4 if her employer doesn't? Because-
Sure. As
Okay,
long as the
everything can
marriage,
happen here in US.
as long as the marriage is genuine, sure.
Uh-huh. Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
All the best. Somut or Somudi, Somuda, I don't know.
Somu D, sir. Hi,
अरे
sir.
Somudi, क्या बात है? Go
Hi,
ahead.
sir. Actually, my question is, sir, currently I'm working on L1B, and then my H1B got picked in 2024, and then it got approved already. It with the another employer because of my good salary. I was working on L1B only. Now I'm trying to transfer that employer B H1B to my current employer.
1 second. Somuji, when was the H1B approved?
2024, sir, last year.
Okay. Keep going.
Yeah, is there any issue? The thing is, my current company is not ready to transfer it as a change of status. They are telling they will do with the normal process. They're
Well,
saying that
change of status is the normal process. Consular processing is the abnormal process.
no, sir. What they're telling is we can't do change of status since it's not active. That's what they are
Okay,
giving reason.
but are you saying okay? Are you going to go work for the H1B employer? Are you trying to bring the H1B back to this employer, the L1B employer?
I want to bring my H1B to L1B employer.
Yeah, I agree with them. It's a little bit uncertain. I'm
Okay.
not sure I think you can take a chance. Okay. But
But they are telling they are not ready to do that. They are telling we can process it as a normal process, like consulate transfer process. Once it's approved,
so that
uh,
is, excuse
uh,
my language, but I don't have
okay,
I don't
okay,
have
okay,
time to be nice. It's the
uh-huh.
silliest thing I ever heard. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Because what is the difference in doing a transfer within the United States? Okay. You got an H1B approval. Yeah. What is the difference between doing a transfer within the US and sending somebody for consular processing? They are both equal risk.
Okay.
I don't see it as different. Okay. They are
Okay.
the same.
Is this applicable for 100K or just I can go and get a stamp and come back?
Nobody knows. I would guess it is not.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
it. I
And then
think, yeah.
okay, sir, and one more question I have. Since my L1B extension got approved in May 2025, and then on I-129S form, they approved till 2027 May, but on stamping, I got date as 2028 May. and then my I-94 is updated till
You need to talk to your
2027.
lawyers to resolve all these details. Okay.
No,
Talk
sir,
to your
just I'm asking. Okay, sir, got it.
But just remember one thing. Your legal stay is governed by your I-94 and nothing else.
Okay, got it.
Talk to your lawyers. There are too many details for me to go over right now. All right.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
All the best, Ji.
Okay, sir.
Darshan,
Thank
go
you.
ahead, please. Darshan Ji. Okay.
Hi, Rajiv ji. Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
I can. Yes, go ahead, please.
Okay. So I don't know if you have similar, if you have encountered similar situation before,
Let's
but
try.
I'm currently in India right now. I have a 498A and domestic violence case against me in India.
Yes.
Filed by my
Yeah,
wife.
we've done multiple cases like that.
Yeah. So the thing is, she has reached out to Indian Embassy while I was in US, and as well as US Embassy, filed a complaint with them. So the Indian Embassy has disregarded the complaint, and they have renewed my passport.
Okay.
I was in Mexico last month for work. That's when I had my visa stamping in Mexico City. So while I was there, they gave me a 221G saying I'll have to get my cases resolved in India and come back for stamping. So that's why I had to come back to India and be a part of this case. I was actually a part of it already. So I had to be physically here so that I can get my visa stamped. So my question here is, what are my chances, and based on your experience?
That's a very long answer, Darshan. I'll give you the bottom lines.
Yeah.
We have done adjustment of statuses, last step of green card process with 498 outstanding. We have done citizenships with 498 outstanding. Bottom line on all these cases is, number one, try to compromise and settle the case as much as possible. Number two, try to convince the consulate when you go for visa stamping that 498s are being misused, that even the Supreme Court of India has spoken up against it. There are rulings from the Supreme Court saying that we've gone too far in one direction. And if there were other people like mom, dad, etc., implicated, and the judges have dropped those people, that's also a good argument to make. Will you ultimately get it? I don't know, but it's certainly worth a try. Okay?
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. I'll definitely give that a try.
All the
Thank you
best.
so much.
Yeah. One thing, Darshan.
Yes.
One of the cases, I normally don't go for interviews. I've maybe gone for 4 or 5 interviews in my life. This one 498 case, we had a 400 or 500 page brief for the government why this was such a bad idea. And so one can expect, you are doing a green card, the officer would have read the brief. I got there, she looks at me and she says, "Oh, I see you have a lot of paper here." I said, "Uh-huh." And she goes, "Oh, what is this word? Dori?" I said, "Okay, I have given you 500 pages of information on this and you haven't even bothered to read it yet." So the case was approved, so don't be surprised if, government has to be educated on these things. Dowry may not be known to many people, the
Right.
concept. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. The only thing that is fearing for everybody is the domestic violence. And that's why the officer gave me a 221G based on just
Yeah,
hearing
so
the
that
word.
is why they need to be put in perspective, because it's somebody else's word against your word unless there's a police complaint and some evidence against you.
Exactly. Yep. Cool.
All the best.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, sir. NIJ?
Hi. Can you hear me okay?
I can, yes, ma'am.
Yes. So a little bit of background. So I am a LPR here, and I've completed 4 years out of 5 years for naturalization. Now I'm looking to work for a public international organization outside the US. So I need to file for re-entry permit and also N470 to preserve my residence for naturalization.
Yes.
Now,
One second, ma'am. 1 second.
Sure.
Guys, I'm going to make sure everybody who has a question, they get answered. So don't worry, even if you're not able to raise your hand, I'll get to you. So ma'am, you are going to file an N-470. Okay, so what else?
So I have to file I-131 re-entry permit and N-470. Now, when I researched on the website, USCIS website, these two forms go to separate locations. But in one of your videos in 2013, you did a combined video of 131 and N470. You mentioned that in most cases you file these forms together. So I'm a bit confused.
So let me clarify something. So the location of filing has changed multiple times from the date of that video. Okay. Number one. Number two, when I say file together, it doesn't have to be the same package.
I see. So it can go to, but although they are related, it's for the same person. Ideally, it should go together, but it's kind of.
Yeah, I don't know what the current process is. The team takes care of all that. But I have another thing for you. See if your kind of situation is covered by something called, I think it's called expeditious naturalization. Have you looked into that? Expeditious naturalization.
So my spouse, my husband, will apply for naturalization in January, coming January. So he finishes 5 years in April.
Ma'am, listen to me. Listen to me. Research that expeditious naturalization has many surprising things.
Okay.
If that applies, you really have to worry about nothing and just do expeditious naturalization filing. I believe it can be done even before 5 years are over. I don't remember the details. We've done a bunch of those. But it's so weird that every time I do it, I go, is this right? Is this the way it's supposed to be? So there are certain kinds of contracts, for example. I'm trying to remember. One of the contracts was a contract with the US government outside the US. Okay. You have that. You can actually file for a naturalization even before 5 years are over.
Right. So mine is not US government. Mine is
No, I don't know what all the details are. Just double check on that. I don't know what all organizations are covered.
Sure. So can I reach out to you separately? And if yes, like what would be the email ID? And
just email me at help@immigration.com.
Okay, so let me ask you one more question. So in Form N470, they ask you for a list of all the trips that you've made since you began.
You have to have at least 1 year, 12-month period where you did not travel even for 1 day.
Right. So that I qualify for all of that. My question is a bit different. Like they ask you for a list to list down all the trips that you've made outside the US. And for GC holders, government stops tracking your I-94. Like you don't have a record I-94. So am I required to provide some evidence or just list down based on my...
Don't you have entry-exit stamps on your passport?
Yeah, so like I am doing that, but I wanted to check, do I need to provide any evidence? Like they also ask you a question, have you filed taxes non-resident? The answer is a no, but I'm planning to send my tax files or tax returns.
We usually provide whatever evidence we have, and if necessary, even give an affidavit from the person doing it. I don't think it's a big deal. I really have never had a problem with that.
So for travel history, I really don't have anything except stamping. I can provide the full passport.
You could even look back on your travel payments if you traveled and paid for it yourself. If it's not corporate payments, you can look into that.
Okay, got it. So I'm going to connect with you separately on this. I really need to. And thank you so much for taking my question.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. Riddhi ji? Riddhi?
Hello, Rajiv ji.
Hello, sir.
I have a question actually similar to one of the following questions that Achal asked about. So I was on H1B and I was laid off, post which I changed my status to B2 and also filed for an extension.
Okay. Riddhi, you got muted.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. So I am.
So you filed for an extension that I heard. Okay, then what?
Yes, I filed for a B2 extension, which ends in end of November 25, 2025.
So you got the extension approval also?
Yes, I did. So I am waiting for a potential offer, but I still do not have the confirmation in my hand. So I was just having a question. In case if the offer doesn't go through, what options do I have post the end of B2 extension, which can help me to stay in the country?
I would say your probably the most obvious option is to leave the US, look for a job from outside the US, get an H1B and come back. Because somebody who's gotten an extension and been here almost a year on B1, B2, getting even a change of status to F1 is highly doubtful.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And just to confirm, you did mention to Achal that we still do not know what the status is for people coming, applying outside country and again coming back on H1B. So that's yet to be decided, right? I
But
mean,
you already have an H1B approval. So therefore, I do not believe you'll be subject to that issue. Again, that's my guess.
okay. And one last question. So if I do get this offer that I'm looking for, since there is no LCA getting filed right now, if I just apply with the process once the government comes back to normal, would it just flow in a normal way? If I'm
Yes.
applying?
Yes, as long as you apply within the life of your current B2, if you apply for an H1B once the government opens, it should be just like a normal H1B. Why not?
Okay. All right. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Ji. All the best. Shrikantji, go ahead, please.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Taji, for taking the question. So I have two small questions. Yesterday I was laid off. I was on my H1B. My H1B is going to expire this year in November 23rd.
Okay.
So first question is, I do not have the 60-day grace period, right? Since it is expiring before that.
Well, what you have is 60 days or the time remaining on your I-94, whichever is shorter. You still have some grace period.
Okay. I have like, so my I-94 is already expired, I think. Like it was till September 30th.
Then how are you working in the United States?
Like I have an I-797A, which is valid till November 23rd.
No, that's not the basis for work. It's the I-94.
So what should my next steps be?
When did your I-94 expire? You said it's expiring in November, right?
No, I-94 is already expired. Like
When did that expire?
September 30th.
Yeah, you should be leaving the United States. Don't wait here because I'm not sure exactly what your situation is, but it looks a little scary because you could end up being slapped with unlawful presence. Of course, less than 180 days doesn't really matter, but why be in that situation? What if you get put into deportation?
Okay, so the end date of the I-97A.
I don't care about that. Acha, one thing though. Remember, when the 797 comes, it comes with an approval in I-94 if you applied for a status within the United States. Is there an I-94 at the bottom of your 797?
Yeah.
Oh, so that is the one that counts probably.
Yes.
Okay. When does that expire?
The September 30th.
Yeah, so you should be leaving. Okay. Now, there may be an extra 10 days grace period, but don't rely upon that because I don't know your situation. If you really want good, proper advice, talk to your lawyers. Make sure they can tell you when you should be leaving and what is the time you start accruing unlawful presence. Unlawful presence of less than 180 days is not an issue, but don't even get into that zone. What is the need?
Yeah. Okay, got it. Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. All the best.
Thank you.
Nimesh, go ahead, please. Nimesh.
Hey Rajiv ji, thank you for this opportunity. So actually my H1B was picked in 2022 and I completed my 3 years yesterday. So my extension has been filed by my current company and it is still in approval stage. So it was filed 3 months ago and I'm on 240 days extension period right now. So I'm really not sure how long my employment will continue with this company. They still haven't laid me off, but I'm not sure about the circumstances going ahead. So would you suggest me filing premium petition going, or wait for the normal processing to be done? And if I lose my job,
do premium, because then you have the 60-day grace period if you get laid off.
Okay. So now I won't be having a 60-day period, right?
No.
Okay. And one more thing, like if I wait for normal processing and if I get laid off, like if new company, I have an offer from new company, would they be able to file for my I-797, or will
But
it
you'll have to
be?
go outside USA for visa stamping. In most probably that's what you'll have to do.
Okay, and then will that cost $100,000? Okay, in this
No, I
case?
don't think so. But again, I've said this multiple times today, just making guesses here. Nobody really knows. Guys who are in the waiting rooms, hurry. We already have a lot of people even still. Okay. Next Thursday, please. Nimeshji, go ahead.
Okay, and like my employer, like they're not filing for my green card and stuff, so I'm giving reasons,
Okay.
circumstantial reasons right now. So is there a way out for this, or
No.
it depends on them?
Not unless you qualify for something like a national interest waiver or an EB1A, where you
Okay.
don't need an employer.
Okay. I have one more question. Like my wife is planning to come on F1. So if she does a degree in STEM and like she gets picked for H1, like will the change of status affect like $100,000 given?
Yes.
She gets,
She's never had an H1B, right?
No, never.
So she'll be covered by the 100,000. Again,
Okay.
we don't know what kind of employers will be exempted. They also have national interest exemption. So who knows what this means?
Okay, and if she comes on F1 and by that time I get laid off after my H1B approval, can I shift to F2 and search for a job here?
I think so. Why not?
Okay.
All right. Nimeshji, I'm going to have to move on. Okay.
Okay, sure. Thank you so much.
All the best.
Thank you.
Go ahead. Sanjay ji, go ahead.
Hello, Rajivji. Thank you so much for organizing this. So a little bit of background. So I'm on a cap exempt H1B with a university, and my I-94 is valid till October 27. And I
So
have
are you a physician or a PhD kind of
I'm a
doctor?
PhD. So by etymology, PhDs are called doctors. So
No,
not
of
the
course.
physicians. Yeah.
I should know that. I've only been
Yeah,
with
I'm
you
pretty
for
sure you know this.
So yeah. Okay.
So my I-94 is valid till October 27, and I have an approved I-140 through EB2 NIW. So this is about my wife actually. So my wife received a H4, which is a change of status from F1 and H4 EAD approval in September 24. And the EAD is valid till January 27.
Okay.
So, while she was working, her employer also raised her H1B and it got approved in February 25 this year.
Okay.
So she's on H1B right now. It's a change of status from H4.
Okay.
So now she's planning to travel to India and get either a H4 or a H1B visa stamp, preferably, re-enter on H4 status. So the question here is, can she immediately work using her H4 EAD, which is valid till 2027 when she re-enters on her new H4 status?
There's a difference of opinion between my friends and me on this.
Okay.
Some of my attorney friends feel that an an EAD is valid until it is revoked and can be used. And this kind of situation has come up before. And my expression to them is it's like saying that the second floor of the building can survive without the first floor. Okay. Because even if the EAD is not revoked, the underlying basis for the EAD are gone. You're not on H4 any longer. Okay.
Right.
So how can you use that EAD? It's just counterintuitive. But law and intuition or common sense have little in common. The answer is nobody knows.
Okay, so I had this opinion from other lawyers too, so that's why I was a little bit confused. And some of them suggested that she can start working and apply for a new EAD and then continue working on the new EAD once it
Okay, so
comes in.
that's a pretty lame piece of advice. Okay,
Okay.
you're sitting on the fence. Either go on one side or the other. What are you telling me? You can start using it, but apply for. So why is this one not good? And if it is not good, why should I use it at all? Right? That doesn't
Right.
make any sense. So I personally, I'm conservative. I don't like to take chances for my clients. My advice would be to come on an H1B if it is possible. There are
Okay.
many advantages to doing that under the current environment. And then if you want to convert to H4, H480, figure out the timeline and do it again.
Okay. Okay. Understood. Just one last question. So I'm
One
in,
more thing,
yeah.
Sanjay ji. If you happen to be a very lucky guy, you might be able to get through to a level 2 officer in USCIS to ask that question. And they usually are a lot more savvy than the frontline staff. You still can't 100% believe that. If you want it to be even more certain, contact your congressman, tell them to find out the answer for you.
Okay. So okay, understood. I'll figure out the process.
Yeah, and congressman, because whatever answer the government gives them, it's very difficult for them to go back on that.
Understood. Understood. Makes sense. Thank you
And
so much. And
share it with us so that we can advise other people also.
will do. Yeah, definitely. So my last question is right now I'm in a scientist position, so I'm planning to go for a faculty position very soon. So is the 100,000 applicable for those positions as well if I go for a different
We
university?
don't know. We
Okay.
don't know.
Okay.
Okay. I don't think it will be, but who knows?
All right. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for
You are
organizing
welcome.
this.
All the best, ji.
Thank you.
Anand ji, go ahead. Anand. Anand.
Hi, Rajiv. Sorry for the delay. Yeah,
No
I have a
problem.
question regarding the transfer. So currently my situation is like this. I am in India with visa stamping in the month of April. And right now I have another offer for which I need to get the transfer done. So my doubt is whether this will be affected by the proclamation.
So you have an H1B approval.
Yeah,
You
stamping
got
is
your
done.
visa stamping also done?
Yes.
Okay. Did you work on H1B in the United States?
No, not yet.
So you never entered the United States?
Yes.
When was your H1 approved and when was the visa stamped?
Approval in the month of December 24 and stamping in the month of April.
Okay. So there was a case sort of like yours where the guy actually waited 2 years, and in the meantime, the H1B sponsoring employer revoked his H1B. And when he tried to transfer that, government said you can't do that. You can't do that. You were never admitted into the United States. So that seemed to be a key determinant. That's why I always tell people, do change of status, don't do consular processing. I mean, people who are here. So my answer to you is, I don't even know if your H1B survives.
Okay.
Okay. Now,
is it
if your H1B sponsoring employer has not revoked your H1B, there's good argument that it survives, especially if you are coming to work for that employer.
Okay. So I don't think there will be a revocation from the employer A because I said that there will be a delay in my travel. So that's the reason I didn't travel yet.
So
but in the meantime, I got the
best thing
another
is to
offer.
just come back and work for them.
Okay.
All right.
But with respect to the question of the proclamation, will I be subject to be a proclamation in the case they wanted employer B want to transfer?
We don't know what the proclamation says. Nobody knows. I doubt even this administration knows what they've written down.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, 1 second, Ravi. Ravi joined us. Ravi, are you here or did you log off? Ravi?
I'm here, sir.
No, just go. I'll skip over. If you have to go, it's okay. We can skip one person. Go ahead. What is your problem? Tell me.
Thank you so much, sir. I have a question that I'm currently on OPT. I'm awaiting STEM OPT, and I'm also awaiting approval for H1B cap subject from another employer.
Okay.
Now, should I join the new employer without getting the H1B approval on OPT, or maybe extend my joining date until I get the approval?
So why not join now? Because ask your DSO, there's a process. Because you have that 180-day grace period, right? Because you applied for STEM OPT. Your H1B is not yet approved, or is it approved already?
It's not yet approved. It's in the
So you
approval.
still have that, either the cap extension or the 180-day grace period.
Right.
Both of them are possible. Talk to your DSO. You should be able to change employers during this time and join the H1B employer.
Okay. Okay. But what if I extend my joining date, and if H1B typically starts from October 1st, whenever the approval comes, right? So, like, what would happen
Not
to the
necessarily. Not necessarily. So if the approval comes on October 25th, it might start from October 25th.
Okay. Okay. That's good. I have one last question. So right now I work for a non-profit government-funded. It's an intermediate school district.
Okay.
Would that provide me any specific advantages for a green card application through any route?
No.
Okay.
We do plenty of districts, plenty of government, para-government organization, all have to go through the perm process, and they are a pain because there is so many layers of bureaucracy and legalities. It takes a courage of a lion to go through all that. But yeah, no particular advantage. Okay.
Okay.
Now,
Thank
if you
you.
were working for a federal government agency, or if you were able to, for example, let's say you were working for Department of Education, Alabama, it's a state agency, but they can get a letter from the US Department of Education that says Ravi's work is extremely important and he's critical to our functioning. The federal government's letter, agency's letter, can actually get you a national interest waiver.
Okay, but not currently. I work for a state government, so that doesn't hold.
Unless state can hook in the government on the federal side, one letter from them could get you a national interest waiver.
Is that like, can I attempt for that? Should I talk to
Yeah,
my
it is a
employer?
known procedure. It is a known procedure. We've done a few of them. There used to be, especially in the US Department of Defense, there used to be an office that did all that. They actually gave letters. The letter has to come from an officer in the federal agency high enough to speak for the whole agency.
Okay, so I should maybe talk to my employer and see if I can get the letter from some federal agency.
Yeah,
Maybe
Department of Commerce, Department of Education, Health and Human Services, depending on what you do. Okay.
And the letter has to state something specific, or just this employee is good for us?
I have done it with 2 paragraphs that say Ravi is extremely important. The agency believes it is in the best interest of the agency and its corresponding state agency to keep him employed. That's it.
And that would be through EB2, or?
That's EB2.
That would still be employer sponsored with the national
Well,
interest.
it's not truly employer sponsored, but it ties you to that job somewhat.
Got it. And it would take somewhere about 1.5 years for approval process typically?
No, you can file it premium processing.
Okay. And okay. All right. So I think that's my best bet right now if I want to file for green card.
Why not? And you can also start a perm in the meantime if that doesn't work.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome. Best of luck.
Thanks again.
Anandji, are you back or are you gone? Anand?
Yes, sir, I am there.
Sorry, Ravi had to go. I just saw him in the chat. I just didn't, because he was just 2 people down. I didn't want him to wait.
Sure.
So come back next week again. So go ahead, Anand.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, it is regarding the transfer. I think you had already answered partly, but what are the steps that I can take if I wanted to do the transfer?
So you are on H1B.
Right now I'm in India. I never traveled actually.
Oh, you are the guy. Sorry. Now I remember the whole conversation. So the question is, I have a visa stamp, but I never traveled to USA.
Yes.
And about a year down the line, I want to transfer the H1B. Is it going to work? And I said, there was a case in 2023 where there was a problem, but part of the problem was the employer had already revoked the H1B. And the government seems to place a lot of emphasis on actually getting admitted in the US on the H1B. So if the government wants to make an issue of it, they will make an issue of it and you would lose. Okay. So I don't know what the future is. You want to try, by all means, go for it. As long as you don't tell any lies, any untruths, you're okay. It's worth trying. It's just a legal mumbo jumbo. Let's see where it ends up. Okay.
Okay. Because I know some of the friends have got this transfer done.
I'm not going to comment. Anandji, don't go there. So I don't really care about what other people did. There are so many variations in every theme, and there are so many different times under which things were different. So,
Okay.
All the best, Ji.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Shumlaya Ji, Shumaila. Shumaila?
Yes. Hello, Rajiv ji. Thank you for
Shumaila?
having. Yeah,
Your
yeah,
name is Shumaila, right?
yeah. Shmaila.
All right, got it.
Yeah,
Yes, ma'am. How can I help you?
yeah. Thank you for having this session. So, my question is like I have two questions. First is if a person is on F1 OPT, which is expiring by July 7th, 2026,
Okay.
and in the perm process, and the labor certification is approved, at
Okay.
what stage of the perm process is immigration intent considered? Is it after
I-140.
filing?
The moment you file the I-140, it's immigrant intent.
Oh, okay, okay. And like related to that, so if a person travels when the labor certification is approved, coming to the US, it won't be any issue?
No, because perm is not immigrant intent. Immigrant intent begins on the I-140 filing.
Okay, okay, that answers. Okay, my next question is, after filing the I-140, if the person is selected for the H1B, that would be the ideal outcome. However, if the person is not selected and decide to withdraw the I-140 petition, would that be advisable?
No, because your immigrant intent has been exhibited the moment you filed the I-140 or your employer filed the I-140 for you. The question on most forms, you can double check DS 160, have you or has anybody for you ever applied for an I-1, an immigrant visa? Ever. So even if you withdraw it, it was applied, right?
Right. Okay, so that would have impact on the future change of statuses as well as visa
It can have
applications like
impact.
PhD.
It can have impact on visas like B1, B2, F1, J1, not for H1B. Nobody cares on H1B.
Okay. So if it is if a person goes to PhD or switch to H4, it would be impactful then.
It could, yes. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All
Thank
the
you so
best.
much.
You're welcome. Sukesh ji, go ahead. Sukesh.
Hey, hi. Thank you so much for your session. I was on H1B from June 2021. That is a cap exempt. In the next year, I got picked lottery from my previous employer, which is 2022 October. The cap subject H1B started. So from 2022 October to 2025, I got an approval.
Sukesh. Sukesh. Hello, Sukesh ji. Oh, I think I lost him. Yash ji, go ahead, please.
Hello,
Yash.
can you hear me?
Yeah, Sukesh, are you back?
Yeah. Sorry,
Okay.
sorry for the inconvenience.
Yeah.
As I said, my cap exempt H1B started from in June 2021. In the next year, my lottery got picked from my previous employer, and it was converted to cap subject from October 2022. So I got an approval from 2022 to 2025 September 30 for the first renewal. Recently, my employer applied for the renewal, so I got a new renewal until 2028 September 30. So here my question is, I was entitled to stay on H1B for 6 years, right?
Hold
Here,
on one second. Let me understand the summary. Too
yeah.
many dates. Bottom line, and you could have asked me in that way. I got H1B extension beyond what should have been coming to you beyond 6 years.
Yes.
The answer to that sort of question is you should never use time given to you erroneously more than what you had coming to you. Do
Okay.
the math and use only the time that was coming to you. Don't use it beyond that.
Oh, okay. But the approval letter doesn't matter. So I just use.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't use that because they can actually consider that. I have seen them try to call that fraud and misrepresentation, although I don't think it is. But it's just not a good place to be. Don't do that. Okay.
So do we have to send correction or is it just let it go?
I usually ask them to correct this,
Okay.
but it's up to your lawyers what they want to do. There's no obligation on us.
So my perm was filed just 2 months back. So I may have like one more year for like
for waiting period. So after that perm approval, I have this remaining period, right? Because
Yeah,
I'm
you can get, no, not the remaining period. Once your perm has been pending, or it's a little more complicated than that, but let's say it's been pending 1 year, you can apply for H1B extension again, but don't use the one from the old one.
Oh, okay. For original period, I have to calculate, and from there, I have to apply a new extension.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Okay.
Okay.
Got
All the
Thank you.
best. All right. Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yes, go ahead.
Hi, Rajiv ji. How are you?
All good, Ji. Thank you.
That's nice. I recently got my H1 approved and its change of status, and I have my STEM OPT application pending. Should I do anything about that?
You have your H1B approved with a change of status?
Yes,
Okay. And when did the change of status commence? What is the start date?
October 1st, this October 1st.
And are you currently working for that H1B employer?
Yes.
Yes, Ji, you don't have to do anything. What you do is you tell your employer to update your form I-9. That's all.
Okay.
It's an internal process.
Okay. Got
All
it.
right.
So nothing, I need not withdraw the application or anything this time.
Nothing more.
Okay.
Nothing more.
Thank you, sir.
If you
Thank you.
got your change of status, you got a new I-94 at the bottom of the 797, you're all set.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Ji.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. Muhammad Amir Saab, go ahead. Mr. Amir.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
I can, yes.
Yep. Thank you very much for your time. So I'm currently working on STEM OPT in industry, and I recently applied for EB2 NIW, and I received RFE and then renewal last week, and the letter stated that I can apply file for motion to reopen or appeal. And based on my research, it seems that the chances for success on appeal is very low. But because since like the RFE and also the Daniel letter acknowledge that I'm well positioned, like the prank too.
You have written to me also, haven't you?
I sent an email like yesterday, but I wanted to talk more like
Yeah,
today.
no, I remember your email.
Yeah.
And usually what happens, Mr. Amir, in these situations is, just because the government says, oh, you are well positioned, that means you're qualified.
Yeah.
Or that, your work is in the national, or your area is in the national interest. The real problem is when they talk about national importance.
Yep.
They say, yeah, your field is very good, but what are you doing?
Yeah, exactly. They told me
And
that
that
you have
is
substantial merits, but not much.
99% denials are on that basis.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah. So, anyhow, that is a very common ground for denial. What were you saying then? What did you want?
So I wanted to give it a try. Actually, so my plan was to appeal this case and also refile a second case at the same time. But I'm not sure if it's good idea to do that at the same time. I heard
No,
from friends that
here's
AAO may.
what you do. Look,
Yeah.
I can charge you $1,000 to review your case. Or you can just send me your resume and I'll review it for you free. Because I can tell you what my estimate is about your chances.
Yeah.
If that helps you, by all means, email me your resume at help@immigration.com.
Sure. Just as a general question, I wanted to make sure that it's like the AAO, like the office that checks like appeals. If I apply at the same time, like refile a second case, could it negatively affect?
They won't entertain a second case if the appeal is pending.
Oh, okay. It may take like a
The
long
best
time.
I don't think they're going to unless you have a totally different case filed. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So, by the way, I'll tell you something interesting.
Yeah.
Only 2% appeals are successful at the AAO.
Yeah.
Okay. But in our office, 98% appeals are successful. Why? Because we never recommend appeal unless we are sure that you have a good case.
Can I select the RF and Daniel letter if you can't see if we can appeal?
No, don't waste money on all that. I know what they are going to say. Just send me your. I mean, I can spend hours upon hours going over your paperwork. If you want to spend that kind of money, that's your call. I'm not sure that's the best investment for you. Just send me your resume. I'll take a look at it. I won't charge you for that. I don't charge for resume reviews.
Okay, sure. Sounds good. Thank you so much.
So we can kind of understand and if we have to refile, we refile the case.
Yeah, maybe like refile. I was just concerned that like appeal, affect negatively on refile.
Well, look, here's what you can do. If you just want to preserve your rights, you have 33 days to file
Yes.
the appeal. Okay.
Yep.
So what you can do is you can file what is called notice of appeal. So you can just file the form and state your grounds, whatever the grounds are, and tell the government, I'll send a brief later. Okay.
Yep.
So you get 30 days to file a brief.
Okay.
30 extra days. Okay. So that means now you have a little bit more time, little bit more room to breathe. And if you decide to file a new case, you can withdraw the appeal.
Okay, so that's like appeals is something that I can do by myself, or is technically actually.
Look, I don't think this is easy enough for most people. Depends on the case. We had a guy from South Africa, a cybersecurity guy. We filed his case, they denied it. I said, listen, your case is so good, I want you to file an appeal. He says, but I don't know how to do it. I said, don't do anything. Just take this form, write this on it, file it, and forget about it. Let's see what happens. His case got approved. His case was so well prepared already. We had put everything into it. So he filed it without any additional evidence or any additional documentation. He made a few arguments, which is basically the same record. So it depends. I mean, I don't really know what your case is, but if you want to spend $1,000, I'll be happy to take. It take me about an hour to go over the case. I can. I think it's a waste of money. Okay.
Yeah, I just like the reason I wanted to do that because to keep my priority date because I'm from rural countries to it may be current in the next year for green card. So that only
So
is.
it's your call, sir. If you want me to take a look at the case, I can. But normally, national importance is a very hard issue to win.
Yeah, sure. I will send an email. I will keep in touch. Yep. Thank
Sounds
you.
good. Bye. Zoom user, go ahead, please. Zoom user.
Hello. Hi, sir. Hope
I
you're doing
don't even
good.
know
Thank
you
you
are a
so
Zoom.
much.
Yeah. Did you know you were named Zoom user?
No, I didn't. I thought
I
it's
didn't.
coming as Archana.
Yeah, I didn't think
Yeah.
you did. Okay. So how can I help you?
Yeah, so thank you so much for conducting this session. It's really helpful to all of us, firstly. So, sir, I'm talking from India. My husband is in US. He is on H1B. So, and his I-140 is not approved. So, I was looking for universities, and I also got an admit from a good university. I just wanted to understand that after the completion of my studies, when I'll change my status from F1 to maybe a potential H1B, will it subject to that 100K change of
So
status thing?
nobody knows. Talk to me in a few weeks. I'll be able to better guide you. Or better still,
Okay.
just go to my blog or connect with me on LinkedIn if you are not already connected. I keep everybody posted on whatever I find out. I think I'm the most active on LinkedIn, X,
Yeah.
maybe Facebook a little bit, Instagram. I couldn't get it working today. So yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Also, the second question is because my husband is on H1B and his 3 years of I-797 got completed as of yesterday. His I-9 is re-verified till maybe July 2026 has the 240s kicked in. His company had filed for an extension 3 months ago and the LCA is approved. But still now he has not gotten his approved status. So if he files for a premium processing and the government is shut down as of now, do you think he can get it done?
Government is shut down. USCIS is not. So do
Okay.
the paper.
And okay, he should. You suggest that he does the premium, and
Yes.
if he doesn't do the premium, he will not get a grace period in case of any layoff, right? As the
Well,
approval is still
if
pending.
no, I think you have a lot of confused information. So I
Yeah.
may not be able to clarify all your doubts because I'm going to have to go. There's still a lot of people waiting. Bottom line
Yeah.
is, bottom line is do premium processing. That is the smart thing to do.
Okay.
Because if he does not do premium processing, it's not a question of grace period only. Grace period is part of it. He
Part
won't
of
have
it.
work authorization after 240 days, right? If
Correct.
I don't know how his case was filed. Some cases you get unlimited work authorization. So I don't
Correct.
know how his case was filed. So just do premium. That is the smart thing to do.
Smartest thing. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
Welcome. You too, ma'am. Rishabh ji, go ahead. Rishabh.
Yeah, hi. Hi, sir. Thank you for doing this.
Mhm.
So I have a similar question to one of the previous candidates' side. Uh, so I'll quickly go through it. So I was working for a company on OPT. They filed H1B, which got approved, and they also filed my STEM extension, which is still pending right now. And I was laid off in August. And since I was laid off, they started the withdrawal process in mid-August. And yesterday, my service got completed because of the change of status. Now, in September, I got a new job where I transferred on, STEM, like, pending STEM. And like yesterday I talked with my DSO, and they have started some electronically request to service to deactivate my STEM. But now I don't know what are the next steps I should be doing. Am I even legal here or?
Well, look, you don't have an H1B, obviously. Okay. Do you have an F1? And the answer is, well, your OPT is over, right? The period is over.
Yeah.
Right. So obviously you're not legal in the US. The question is, are you accruing unlawful presence? And if so, since when? I would say worst case scenario, October 1st. So plan on leaving before you do anything else.
Okay, so my H1 is not like fully withdrawn yet. That's the reason why my service got completed, right?
Yeah, I mean, when you say service got completed, I'm assuming you said suspended, right?
I mean, so when I go to my CVP, it says my authorization end date is October 1st, which is yesterday.
Yeah, it's not really the reason it's doing that is because you have a change of status request from October 1st onward. This is such a stupid glitch in the system. So therefore, in order for you to get back to STEM OPT, you would have to present to the DSO. Actually, it's automatic. It's done within the computer systems. You'll have to present evidence that your H1B was actually revoked. Okay. So
yes,
that leaves you in a very bad situation. Why? Because now you don't have an H1B because that's being revoked, but you don't have the revocation in hand, and you can't prove it's been revoked. And your service is going to be, it's in the suspended status or completed status, whatever it says. So when does your OPT expire if the STEM was if the service was still active?
so OPT was expired in July.
In July, okay. So
yeah,
I would say, and your I-94, F1 I-94 says DS, right? Duration of status.
I do not know that, sir.
Double check it, because if you don't, then you may want to talk to a lawyer right away. But I think what is happening is most people have it that way, that their student status I-94 will say date of expiration D/S. And that means duration of status. When you have that, you won't start accruing unlawful presence unless the government says you're out of status. And that they say usually as a part of an application. Okay. A little bit more complicated than that, but I'm trying to simplify it as much as possible. So I think what you need to do is double check your I-94. If your I-94 says DS, then you have two choices. You can wait for your your STEM OPT is already expired, right? July it expired?
No, my regular OPT expired. My STEM is in pending state right now.
STEM is pending. Okay. So, and the government has not revoked that, right? Government hasn't denied that.
No.
Yeah. And they might deny it because your service is suspended. Okay. Do you still have the STEM OPT job that you put down in your STEM OPT extension?
Yeah, I do. So the previous company who filed my STEM extension, I was laid off from there, but then I got a new job. So I
with the same
transferred there.
company? With the same company?
No.
Okay.
I mean,
so this is very complicated. Okay. This is not something I can just resolve in 30 seconds that I have here or 1 minute. Okay.
Makes
But
sense.
at the same time, I do want to give you some guidance. So let's just take another minute or so. So the company that you went to, are they E-verified?
Yes.
Okay. What you need to do is you need to immediately contact your DSO. I don't know if they can even generate anything for you about this, but you tell them, look, while this is pending, my STEM OPT is pending, I want to join this employer and I want to update my 983. The problem is your service is not even active, so I don't know what they can do, but at least try. Okay. Ask them what to do. Because if you
Okay.
were able to upload the new I-90 983, at least you have covered one angle that could be a problem for you.
Okay, sorry. I'm really sorry. I got this wrong maybe, but I joined the new company. I done the training plan. I've submitted the training plan, everything.
Is the
And I'm
983
already,
on the record? Already on the
yeah.
record?
Yes.
Okay. Did you upload it to the pending, your pending STEM OPT extension?
So I do not have the new, I do not have the new I-20 for the new job I got.
Yeah, talk to your DSO. This is a very
Okay.
complicated situation. I'm not sure I
Yes.
have an easy answer for you. But
Makes
what will happen is if you don't inform the government, USCIS, about your change in employers and the new 983, etc., you could have a problem
Hmm.
because they could deny the application simply because you are no longer with that employer who helped you with the STEM OPT. Okay.
Makes sense.
Okay. Now,
Okay, got it.
on the other hand, you also need to keep an eye on, do I have a problem with unlawful presence? So also look at the I-94. All right.
Okay, got it. Perfect. Thank you so
All
much.
the best, Ji. All the best.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Sahana Ji, go ahead. Sahana.
Hi, sir. Hello. Hope you're doing well. Firstly, thank you. I know you've been sitting patiently for 2 hours helping us resolve these queries. Thank you. I'll get to my question. So I'm on this call on behalf of my father. So he recently, in the month of February, he had his tourist visa B2N, and we had reapplied around the month of May. He had a 214B denial provided to him immediately. I think originally, so I'm from Chennai, and we were asked to go into Delhi for the interview. So it was stuck for 3 weeks in Chennai and 3 more weeks in Delhi, and then we went in person, post which this was rejected. So during the interview, so my question particularly being, with 214B, it just says link to link for the person to come back to India was probably weak, which is why it was denied, like what I at least reviewed on the internet. However, during the interview, my father told me that it was probably more intense in terms of his overstay during COVID. So I wanted to understand, how do we kind of proceed further?
Well, unfortunately, there is no real process for review of a denial.
Okay.
I mean, we've done things informally, like sending a letter to the consulate, requesting a supervisory review, and pointing out that this part was ignored, that they didn't have a choice, they were stuck because of COVID. Okay. So, trying to think of what you can do.
So one additional add-on there was, I think for a overstay, it is 212A or B, if I'm not wrong. So when I try to understand via Reddit posts, it said that 214 is just linking to ties to India. So that was one. But if it's 212, that is when it's an overstay. So even if I were to reapply, I wanted to understand that notion of why it could have been potentially rejected, and then.
How long did they overstay?
So I do have emails. So okay, if I have an approximation, I think it's about 1.5 months extra. His I-94 was valid till December 2020, and they returned back in October. But then this was primarily because of lack of flights, and originally
No,
when
but
we had submitted.
wait. You probably are talking about 212A 9B, which is unlawful presence.
Yeah,
Because
I
the
don't have it
unlawful
now.
presence is less than 180 days. So why
Okay.
should it be a problem?
Yeah, so sorry, sir, I don't have a lawyer right now. I was recommended by Kaushiki to join this space.
Oh,
So I
yes.
wanted to.
Kaushiki asked me about something like this. She said
Yeah,
that
yeah,
somebody was asking her.
yeah.
The problem is there is no easy solution on this. Okay.
Okay.
If they have made a legal mistake, if they have charged the wrong section, we can look at the paperwork and we can try to escalate this over to the supervisory office. They are called, I forgot, is it VisaNet? One of those things. Travel? No. Which net? Some net.
Sorry, sir. So you're saying 212 is a unlawful stay, correct?
Yeah, unlawful presence, but that only becomes an issue after 1 year.
Okay,
Or 6
no, he
months
was
up.
given 214, not 212.
So 214 is the easy one. That is the one that applies to everyone. And there
Right.
should be an explanation for it. Did they even look at his paperwork that he was overstaying because of?
No.
No.
So my dad's not very fluent in English, so I do think, and he's a senior citizen, so I'm not too sure what happened inside the consular section. I don't know if he even understood what they were trying to speak to
But
him, but
I'm assuming that what language he speaks? Tamil? What does he speak?
yeah, he's a Tamilian.
Okay. So he can ask for a translator in the
Okay.
consulate. There's a process for it. You can
Okay.
try maybe applying one more time and try to
Right.
explain that last time when I came, I was not able to explain this. And if
Yeah.
that doesn't work, the only thing you can do is then to try to get a supervisory review of the same case. Normally they'll not take it. They'll say, we already reviewed it. So I don't know what's going to happen, ma'am, but it's not an easy answer.
Okay. Just to follow on, in terms of tying back, his return to India, will it help if I have a return ticket booked, or in addition show probably, something that he has ties back to India? That would that add additional layer of comfort for the consular?
See, typically they give you like a minute to talk, right?
Yeah.
So there's not a whole lot of documents you can show them, but yeah, none of that could hurt your application. If you have a return ticket, you have evidence of ties. Couldn't hurt, but would it be something that puts you over the top? I don't know the answer to that question. Not an easy situation.
Yeah. Alrighty.
What is your status in the United States?
No, I stay out of India. My sister's in the United States.
What is her status?
She's in H1B, sir.
So nobody who's a citizen, none of the siblings are citizens?
No, sir.
Yeah, Sanaji, I wish I could tell you something more. 90% of the times, these are just futile efforts. But trying again with a Tamilian interpreter could be worth a shot.
Okay, that's allowed within the consular offices, sir. I wasn't
Yeah,
aware of
there's a
this.
procedure for it. Just go to their website. It tells you how
Right.
to request an interpreter.
Alrighty. Sure.
All right.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate
You're
your time
welcome.
today.
All the best, Jim. Yeah, Premji, go ahead, please.
Hi, Rajiv ji. Can you hear me?
I can. Go ahead.
Yeah. So my situation is I was in the final talks with an employer for an H1B transfer, but with the government shutdown, I guess they cannot go forward with the LCA.
Right.
So I heard from some people that some companies can have like pre-filed LCAs. In that
Yeah.
situation, could
So,
they?
so let me tell you how it works. An LCA is not attached to a particular person. An LCA is attached to a geographic location and a particular job title and a job level. So let's say I have an LCA approved for Princeton, New Jersey, for a software developer level 2 for my headquarters. The previous guy who was using the LCA leaves, I can hire another guy using that LCA.
Right, makes sense. Gotcha. And another question I have, I only have 20 days left on my grace period, so I'm considering either doing a change of status to F1 or B2 as a backup. And so I received an I-20 from a university with a start date in Jan. So should I do a premium change of status, or would a regular one be done in 3 months?
I would do a premium.
Okay, gotcha.
All right.
And finally, do you have any data points of anyone who has switched back from F1 to H1B recently? And does that the 100K or anything apply?
No, the problem is we don't have any data yet. My best guess is since you were on H1B, you should not be subject to 100,000.
Understood. And if I were to want to work on CPT, has that been impacted in any way recently?
Not so far. The only thing I recommend to people who are going for CPT is please make sure there is a connection between your career and the CPT.
I see.
All right.
And I have a
But
previous.
I have to go. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much.
All the best. Saiji, go ahead, please. Sai.
Yeah, Rajivji. So my question is like during this, like I said, I have 60 days of unemployment in my F1 STEM OPT, right? So during this 60 days, I don't accrue any like illegal residence, right?
You
So
don't.
after that, yeah,
No,
after
that's true. So if you are in unemployment, so it's what is it, 60 plus 90? So that's 150 days total, 90 from OPT, 60 from STEM OPT. Uh, if you have whatever time you have remaining, during that time you're not accruing unlawful presence and you're not out of status.
Okay. Also, I heard your response to Rishabh ji. So the in my I-94, I have the duration bar status, the D bar S.
Yeah.
So after 60 days, can I convert something like day 1 CPT or something
No,
or
but DS doesn't mean that you are in status. It simply means you are not accruing unlawful presence. It
Okay.
just means that the big hammer is not going to fall, but the small hammer is still falling on you because you're out of status.
Okay. So after that 60 days, is there anything I can do to stay inside US?
No, not really. Going back to school, CPT is the only option that I can think of.
CPT is the only option. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Got it. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
All the best, G. S, go ahead. S.
Hi, Rajivji. I'm having this question regarding my friend. So she is working as a textile designer in India, and she is planning to move to US. So I just wanted to know if textile designer courses in America is considered a STEM degree, and what are their prospects if
I have zero idea of how that works. I know there are textile engineers. That's definitely a STEM degree as far as I know. But you know what you can do? You can do maybe Google list of approved STEM degree majors or something like that. Okay. And you should be able to see under that. The list is maintained both by ICE. I think it's maintained by ICE. Okay.
Okay. And
Actually, hold on. Let me see if I can Google it. List of. Yeah, when I typed list of STEM, immediately Google popped up list of STEM majors.
Awesome.
And here is the list. It's a PDF document. And I'll, oh, I can't really, that's a local indicator. Give me 1 second. Copy link address. I'll put it in the chat.
Okay, thanks, Rajiv.
Make sure it's the most recent list. Here it is.
Okay.
All right.
I have a follow-up to that. Do you know if textile designer courses or the similar field has NIW cases or something of that
No,
sort?
NIW just because you're a textile designer, no way.
Okay.
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 All the best.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. Sai, go ahead.
Yeah, one more question added up. Like, what procedure can I expedite with the USCIS to get the withdrawal receipt faster? Because there's no
There
timeline.
is nothing. There is nothing. You can try calling the customer service. They won't do anything. It's a waste of time.
Okay, so it means that even though I have 60 days of unemployment, if I get a new employer, I'm not allowed to work, right?
No.
Right now?
Because your service is suspended, you don't have OPT.
Yeah, okay. So the only thing I can wait for is the withdrawal receipt from USCIS.
Yeah. But what you can do is if your employer's lawyers can call USCIS and request an expedite.
Oh, okay, sir. So after that 60 days, this day one CPT, I can do it inside from USA or I have to exit
Yeah, but I
USA?
think you'll have to do it within the 60 days, not after the 60 days.
Oh, okay. The registration for the day one, I mean, that
Talk to
changes.
them. But the problem is if you join a new school,
Okay.
automatically your OPT is cancelled.
Oh, okay, sir. Okay. Okay.
All
Thank
right.
you so much. Yeah.
All the best, G.
Yeah. Thanks a
Okay.
lot. Yeah.
You're welcome. Jesh, go ahead, please. Jesh.
Yeah, hi, Rajiv ji. Thank you so much for all the sessions. My question is, I'm currently on H1B visa and currently, on a medical leave from last 1 year. I wanted to move to a new company, and I know they would ask for the pay stubs to do the H1B transfer, but I don't have any recent pay stubs. And my leave started in September 2024, and I have pay stubs till March 2025 when it was a paid medical leave, and I extended the leave after that, so I don't have any, like pay stubs after March 2025. But I do have employment verification letters from, August, September, and October months.
Hold on. Let me
Yeah.
back you up a little bit. Can you document that you actually had advice of a doctor not to go to work or that you were incapable of working for 1 year?
Yes, I do have the documentation, and that's what I have submitted
So-
to the HR to approve the leave.
So what has happened is we had a case somewhat like yours. This young lady was on H1B and she couldn't work for over a year, but we had everything showing hospital receipts, doctors, medical bills, etc. She was very, very sick. And after 1 year, we extended her H1B with the same employer, even though she had been on medical leave and continued to be past 1 year. Okay. So if you wanted to do a transfer, you would have to have a very solid explanation why you have not been able to work. If you have that, there's a healthy chance you might get an approval. Maximum is they can say, no, you have to go outside USA, get a visa stamp and come back, which is okay.
I do have the visa stamp already, Rajivji. So,
Well, if you already have a visa stamp and you have not overstayed your I-94, right?
Yeah.
Then you can use a new approval and take the old visa. Just go to neighboring countries like Mexico, get a cup of coffee at the airport and come right back.
yeah, but my main question would be like how to, like cleverly deal this with the new company, because I had a scenario
That I
where.
don't know. Jaisab, I am the least diplomatic person in the world. You don't
Okay.
want my advice on how to deal with an employer.
Okay.
So, no, I have no idea. I put everything on the table, say this is the way it is, and it's your choice.
And also, can I redact the like the salary information on the pay stub?
When you give it to the next employer?
Yeah.
No, I don't think that's appropriate. Because if it's going to go to the USCIS for a transfer, I don't know. I mean, if you redact it, obviously, with the black pen maximum, they can say is give us the actual without redaction. I mean, you could probably do that. My first instinct was to say no, but then on the other hand, if you have a medical excuse, a good valid medical excuse, and you want to redact your salary, that's your call. I guess you don't want your employer to see your salary, huh?
Yeah, but since I was on paid medical leave for till March 2025, so if I redact the pay info, at least I can tell the current, I mean, like the future employer that I'm not on medical leave for the last 1 year, so that at least it's convenient in that way.
I have no idea what you just said.
No, I mean, I had a scenario wherein one company rescinded their offer after getting to know about 1 year of medical leave. So, if I redact the pay,
So look, none of this has to do anything with the law. I don't know what to tell you. This is not my field. This is a field of getting a job. Talk to an HR person. But as far as I am concerned, when you submit something to the USCIS, you want to redact it, obviously. And they can always ask for updated information, saying, no, we want without redaction. So I don't think that is the problem. All right.
Okay, and my last question would be, so if I share the, like the pay stubs, and other information with the new immigration team from related to the new company, are they allowed to share them with the HR or even like the hiring manager?
I don't know. That depends upon the contract. Normally, they represent the employer only or the employer and the employee both. In both those cases, they cannot conceal the information from their client.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
At
I
least
think.
not in Virginia. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I think. Thank you so
All
much
the
for
best.
the
All the
questions.
best. Guys, anybody had any question they couldn't raise their hand? You can unmute yourself and talk.
Yes.
Anshul, Vedant, let Vedant go first. Anshul, I'll come to you next. Vedantji, go ahead.
Hello, sir. Thank you very much for your valuable time.
Sure.
Yeah, so I'll just get straight into it. I'm on my H1B renewal is completed, and I was going to get it stamped next week.
Okay.
To India, I'm going to fly on Saturday. At the same time, I'm also interviewing with a company, and it's almost in the final stages.
Okay.
So, assuming everything goes well, next week they would say, hey, we want to start your H1B transfer.
Okay.
And that timing would overlap with when my passport is with the embassy being stamped with my renewed visa. So I just wanted your opinion on, hey, should I postpone my trip, or should I, get it stamped and then start the H1B transfer?
So, how long have you had your H1B?
Close to 3 years, 10 months, 3 years, 10 months. Yeah.
Okay. Is this going to be your first extension?
Yes, this is my first extension.
Okay. And you had a visa stamp before?
Yes.
Okay. So one of the key issues is you could be getting another job, right?
Right.
And that's imminent, like within the next few weeks, right?
Yeah. So, I mean, let's just go ahead with the 50-50 right now. It could happen, it couldn't happen. So,
So when are you planning to fly to India?
Saturday, like day after tomorrow.
Okay. So if I were in your situation and the job was that I'm getting was really lucrative and I wanted it,
Right.
I would postpone my travel, because what if I go to India, I get stuck with a 221G?
Right.
And I'm stuck outside, I can't take that job. So I would rather take that job, postpone this trip, take my job, even if it's a 50-50 chance. It's a
Right.
job I really like. So it's really
Right.
a personal choice. As far as the law is concerned, the only thing that bothers me is a possible 221G.
Right. So better to just play it safe,
That's
I
what
mean, I
I
don't
would
have
do.
anything to lose. Like I can just postpone the appointment.
Or maybe your ticket money, but other than that, no issue.
Right. Yeah, I mean, that's just, I can just get a refund on that.
Yep.
So,
So I would postpone it if I were you.
great. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome, Ji.
Yeah.
Anshul Ji?
Hi, Rajivji. Thank you so much. I have a question about amendments and stuff. So, I was promoted in the month of March or April or May, and
Hold
my
on.
company.
Hold on. Are you on H1B or STEM
Yes,
or
sir.
what?
Yes, sir.
H1B.
H1B.
Okay. So you were promoted, all right.
And my company filed an amendment. They did not do a premium processing, so the processing is still pending. But I assumed the role as soon as we received the receipt of notice from USCIS.
Right.
So is that okay? That's my first question.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
perfect.
Second thing is now I'm actually remote, but because of my wife, I have to move to a different location, and my company is again willing to file an amendment, and this will be post September 21st.
Okay.
So what happens to the existing amendment that's going on, and what happens to a new amendment, and when can I actually relocate?
Okay. So can you file an amendment while the first one is also pending? I've done it before, and I've done it many times. It worked fine. Sometimes we get an RFE in the previous one, and we then have to explain to them we are actually situation has changed again, and here's a copy of the new case that we have filed. So some of the information, for example, let's say I was working with client X, and I'd filed an amendment for the client X, but then that project got terminated. I moved to employer Y, and they asked me, give me information from employer X. In the RFE, I can say, look, I can't get that information. That project is over. While this amendment was pending, I've gotten employer Y and client Y. So if you want to ask something, ask me about Y. So this is a complicated situation, but it can happen. Now, if you wanted to make it real simple, premium the pending case, the amendment, and then file a second amendment. As soon as the second amendment is receipted, you can move.
Okay, and would the 100K be applied because it's post?
I don't think so. I've said this many times before, and the only way you are going to find out is by doing it.
Okay, and so it won't happen that, like after doing it and it got approved, and then, I go back and make a trip and come back into US.
Yeah, anything
They
can
won't
happen. Anything can happen because the way the proclamation is written, The 100,000 issue could be raised at any time. Could it be raised at the consulate? Sure. Could it be raised at the USCIS? Yes. Could it be raised at the CBP when you try to enter? I think so.
And can in such a scenario, can we go back to our previous approved amendment and not give 100K?
Nobody knows the answer to that question. This administration has made such a mess of their immigration handling, entire government handling. So who knows how it's going to work out. All I can tell you is no matter what you do, you'll be taking a chance. But the safest of all the unsafe options appears to be premium the case, then file a transfer, and should work out okay. We don't think H1B transfers should be subject to 100,000.
Okay. Oh, okay. And one final question. In any case of any amendment being denied for whatever reason, I can still work on my previous H1B
Yes.
petition, right?
This is actually in the regulations that, let's say I was working at location X and I filed an amendment, and when the receipt came, I moved to Y. And if the amendment got denied, can I come back to location X? The answer appears to be clearly yes, because during the time you worked for Y, you were working under H1B portability provisions, which is legal. And you came back to location X, which is also a legally approved location. Now, it has been stated in the regulations in the context of different employers that instead of X and Y being locations, they could be employers. I was working for employer X. I applied for a transfer. I joined Y as soon as my receipt came. Y's case got denied. X never revoked my H1B. I can go back to work for X.
Okay.
Without anything else added. It's a very similar parallel situation in these cases.
Okay. Thank you so much, Rajiv ji. You answered my questions and you do a lot. Thank you.
You're welcome. All the best. Guys, anybody else? You guys have been waiting a long time. Anybody else has anything else? Okay, beautiful. I'll see you guys again.
Sir, I'm sorry, could I just ask you one more question?
Sure, you can.
Yes, thank you. So just to give you a quick reminder, I just asked you the question about the H1B transfer for my new company. So just playing the devil's advocate here for a second, you mentioned
You are
that.
the guy who was talking about traveling, no?
Yes.
For visa stamping.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So just playing the devil's advocate for a second, let's say I was to go back and then they give me like, hey, you can join now. And so should I come back to the US and then start the H1B transfer, or is it fine if I'm still in India when they start the transfer?
I think you'll have to be in the US.
Got it.
Because, well, I don't know. I'll have to look at the form, the H1B form. What are my options? If I am able to apply for your transfer while you're outside the US, you will definitely need my approval, the new company's approval, and the visa
Right.
stick, even if it's with the old company, to enter the US. So I don't remember exactly how it would be done, but I think it's possible to do that. That would be my instinct.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All the best, G.
Yes,
Guys,
thank you.
we'll see you again next Thursday. Take